Thank you all for joining. Hopefully, y'all are ready because this could take about 2 hours. Like this is gonna be a fun one.
I drink a lot.
Yeah, be ready, everyone. I've got.
All right, who's ready to kill each other?
Everyone's ready. Everyone's ready to kill each other. Thank you all for joining and everything like that. Hey everyone, I'm Sly47. I have the entire peanut gallery right up here with me. We are going over tier 10 in a community live stream, everything like that. So, oh man, we got meta, competitive, depend/niche, and then playable and why bother, or needs fixing. And anyways, meta, these are the ships that define the category. They are the best of the best, and if you use them, it's just, hey, you're rarely going to have a situation where another ship is better at that. Competitive, these are ships that are good. Sometimes they're pushed out of meta by other better ships, or they're just good, solid ships that have a few issues here and there. Niche/depends. This is, once again, I'm gonna keep on beating a dead horse on this point. This is not a bad category to be in. It's just sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, or sometimes they have a particular thing that they do very well, and that just isn't there, or is there in a battle there. Playable, these are ships that they're okay. If you like them, you do. If not, yeah, they maybe could use a little love, but at the same time, they're not as bad as the needs fixing category, which these ships, oh dear lord, dodge them with every ounce of your capability and strength because these are rough. Yeah. All right, I think I got the rankings done. Is everyone ready from the peanut gallery?
Let the chaos ensue.
Let the chaos ensue. Hopefully, chat is ready. Chat is up in the top right corner. Everyone, we are starting off with a new kid on the block. Got a bunch of kicks. Admiral Nakimov. Steve. If you don't know that whole joke, by the way, watch the tier 7 tier maker.
Hint, nudge, go look back.
For me personally, it's meta, but for lesser skilled people, it's still competitive. For the same reason, okay, people say Okoye is really good, but like you can't use it without skill. Like it's still not even that good. Nakimov is just a hoarder Okoye, and more often less rewarding. But it does have like huge alpha strikes, which is what I'm really into in CVs these days. Which is a really nice thing that Okoye doesn't necessarily have. Okoye stands around like 18k, whereas Nakimov can get up to like 25k. It's a lot harder to play. You have really bad plane health, so you just gotta make sure to group everything together. Really good. I don't think it's meta because there's just too much AA at tier 10. And all the CVs counter you pretty much. But it's really good at sorting. You can attack, you can one-shot DDs like Okoye. It's just very hard. You have to be really skilled. But you do have the advantage that no DD can rush you because you literally have a small lens gun on each side of you. So even if you're bad with turret bombers, like, and you can't hit DDs, you don't have to worry too much because, like, I've literally like 6-shot Shimakazus before, or maybe a little bit more than that, but like I wiped them out very quickly with guns.
Yeah, Nakimov, I think is it. Yeah.
Nakimov is special.
Smolets.
I'd actually almost say this Nakimov to me is the most balanced fire starting carrier because you actually feel like your AA does something to it, but yet if you don't have AA, it's like it's gonna strike you hard. It's gonna feel it, sure. But at the same time, also it's like you do want to be close because I think if I'm remembering right, the reload rates are horrible on it. And such, so
that's a really bad problem.
Yeah, so it actually you feel like you have to get close, which is great.
Yeah.
So I love carriers that allow that don't allow them to sit in the back all the way, in the corner.
Yeah.
Adam Warlock style. But no, I agree.
We also want to be a bit closer because you don't want to give the fighters too much time to shoot down the planes. So you want them to get back to your carrier quicker.
Yeah. Angel, that is true. Steve is the whole carrier wiki. It's just like Granddad's going to be the whole wiki for any HMS ships, I think.
Yeah, we're going to be.
And then we have Hiromia's back. All right, let's move on to the Alexander Nevsky, and I think I'm just going to speak for everyone. I think this is pretty close to say it goes right into competitive. It's just a solid at tier 10. It offers everything. I don't think there's Any contenders?
Tell you what
Any
it doesn't
contenders?
offer: the ability to play aggressively.
Yes, that it is a sniper. It is a sniper. It is definitely. You cannot push into it.
I'm not a fan of this ship, but credit where it's due, it does snipe very well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And especially if you have Gorchov, you add that additional radar, and you can add in a lot of support to your team. Not going to say it's a huge buff, but it does help. Yeah. Okay. Now everyone, instead of Steve, everyone red.
Well, actually, my Rogolo finally reached my top 5 most played ships. Finally, it took about.
Oh man! Okay, so we have the regular Rogolo. This is the start of the Tricked series. I just want to make sure everyone knows. Tricked means you're going to be adding in all of the camo, captain, leg mods, everything that you can to pimp this ship out into its extremes. So this is the regular version. So where would you put the base Rogolo in the tier 10 meta as a whole?
Competitive, at least, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
At least competitive. There's the ability to kill DD off. The ability to kill DD off rip in the beginning of the match is such a huge game winner. It's such a huge game winner.
And all I have to say is, you and I had a Delny versus
stock Rogolo.
Yeah. No, but what was it actually? Was it last week or last Friday or something like that? You and I, we had a Delny versus Rogolo battle. That was tight. That was really close.
Well, I was also playing very lackluster. There's gonna be a lot of broadside Rogolo. It's gonna be a lot of broadside.
Make me feel better. Thank you.
No. No, Delny has good DPM with the rapid reload going, but Rogolo is just the alpha, and then they got more. I don't know why I got more help recently as well. That was interesting, but
yeah, that was something.
You very rarely will lose a DD trade unless it's another superior, like another dedicated gumbo DD.
Yep.
Rogolo has alpha and DPM. Despite its long reload, it's got one of the highest values at its tier. So.
Bro, Rogolo's SAV DPM better than Yodo's AP DPM. I always found that funny.
Yeah.
In my non-tricked Rogolo, I have 80k average and like 80% win rate.
Well, you do have the camo though, which is one of the key components. Is the gun range.
Okay, yeah.
He has much
about legendary commander.
Well, it's the legendary command, and then it's the camo. The camo is almost necessary to get as much from the Rogolo as possible.
Yeah, it is.
You need all the gun range humanly possible.
Yep.
Infinity stones.
That's why it leads into tricked Rogolo, because without the camo, you don't even have. You need at least.
Yeah.
You need all the gun range. You need all the gun range.
So now tricked Rogolo. I think I can say this. It goes right into meta. Because you have Paulo, which gets everything back. It becomes now just like a rapid cooldown, really easy to play ship.
Your sat pen's amazing now.
Yep. It makes everything feel comfortable. And for a tier 10 DD, that is exactly what you want out of it. It can hunt down battleships, it can hunt down DDs, it can even piss off cruisers a little bit.
Some cruisers you don't mess with, because some cruisers will mess you up in Rogolo.
Well, that's that's how cruisers.
Rogolo really struggles against heavy cruisers mainly.
Yeah, heavy cruisers is your heavy cruisers is what you suck against.
Yeah, have fun cutting a Hindenburg at 7 kilometers.
Bro, Hindenburg's your kryptonite. That
7 kilometers.
Yeah,
bro,
because that's his maximum age pass.
Yeah, it's just literally his. Yeah, it's what you.
That is death sentence.
Yeah,
that's what
it's kryptonite. It's
heavy cruisers.
Yeah, it's kryptonite heavy cruisers essentially.
No, so I'm gonna go with red on this. Yeah, same here. Sexco is saying Nevsky is meta. No.
What?
As much as I love the Nevsky, in my opinion, Nevsky needs a mobility buff to become even close to meta. It needs to be just wiggle more, but that's about it. Like, it's a soft stat buff. All right, Austin, new kid on the block. Another one coming in right there.
Really, though. It's been a year now. It's been almost a year now.
It's new to the tier maker.
Okay.
For the tier 10 entirely. Because we do have a lot of tier 10s to go through. But Austin, for me, the only reason why I will move it out of niche, because it is very niche ship, is because the current meta right now, its niche is so goddamn applicable. And I'm going to put it in competitive. Anyone want to disagree?
I would actually agree with that.
I have so many DD heavy games now.
Yeah,
The more
so
you
it's
play
like
that
Austin.
DD hunters are in high supply right now.
Yeah, that's why Rogolo is up there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why a lot of the DD hunters will be up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Austin competitive is fair, especially like when you get the rapid reload going. It's probably the funniest of the premium ultra light cruisers, but it's not as consistent as the other two.
No.
Yeah, we'll get to that, Torb. Yeah, JGT, yeah, it's absolutely rapid reload for gold. Yep. Absolutely. Let's go on to B, everyone. We have the Borgania. Now,
Niche.
yeah.
Dude, what?
No.
What?
At least.
So
Mine is gonna go
Ooh, we got a
mad.
fight going on here. We're gonna fight. All right. What do we got here? Who's gonna argue? Who's gonna argue niche? Let's first go niche first. Who's gonna argue niche? Niche. Okay.
Who said niche?
I would
Go.
argue niche. It just sucks. Paleo.
Whoa.
What?
Okay, that's not a defense. Okay, who's gonna say good? Who's gonna say competitive? Who's gonna say competitive?
I'm gonna say competitive to almost meta.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
I agree the same.
I will go competitive. I can go competitive.
I don't have this shit.
Yeah.
Competitive is fair, yeah.
Okay, I was
The more
actually
you
I have
play
this
it,
as
the
niche.
better it gets.
I have this as niche because it has its moments, but especially with how many Slavas are out right now, this thing gets dumpstered by them. It just doesn't have the health to hold up. It's a super cruiser, but it's just the games are very inconsistent in my opinion. No response.
Well, you do have to, but the good part about Bogorna is because you have rapid reload 3. So if Slava gets too close to Bogorna, you're kind of screwed.
It's gonna get
Yeah, that's true.
DPM.
That's true. That's where I was like, I think it needs a lot of in the overall meta. Borgania fits better in niche, just due to the situations that it can be put into. Is that sometimes this is not what you want at all.
But then again,
I can agree
like,
with that
you could
due
literally.
to... Okay, I'm kind of rethinking it now. I think it can go into good and not meta because encounter... I've been getting a lot of encounter maps in.
Bro, counter is
Or
actually
Gorgon-
horrendous.
Gorgon on that map
Remove
whenever
encounter
everybody
too.
can.
Yes,
Whenever
remove
everybody
encounter.
can, Gorgon
Exactly.
really suffers at
You don't
range.
even need to remove encounter. Make it center control.
Okay, so we'll all, I think we can all agree low competitive then.
Low competitive.
Yeah.
Low
That sounds fair.
competitive.
Low competitive. It pushes it barely out of niche. Barely out of that one. Buffalo.
Ah, yes. Almighty Buffalo.
Almighty Buffalo. It got a range buff.
Almighty.
Why?
Bro, I don't
No
know
one
why it's got a
knows.
range buff. I'm not complaining of Buffalo.
No one knows.
Probably meta.
It has a match with Des Moines range. With the
That's cool now. I guess that's cool
with
now.
range on Des Moines.
With range mod Des Moines specifically.
Yeah. With
That's
so
bad for Des Moines.
we're putting this boys and gals if you're.
good and meta.
Probably meta, maybe.
I think Matt said
Yeah.
that's not the cruiser tier list.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Buffalo
Matt
just has so much
probably-
output. It has so much firepower. It's just not a joke. It does everything. If it had a sonar, it would, in my opinion, it would just confirm it. So, like meta for everyone, just everyone.
We
It
do
just,
not want to fuck around with the Buffalo.
No.
No, I will say, my mindset has changed a lot because whenever we did the cruiser, we judged each ship a lot differently. So I'm gonna judge them all the same this time. I'm gonna try to.
Oh, I thought we actually did a pretty good job with the cruiser one.
Where like I'm judging everything off of top skill now.
Oh yeah.
I think that's. Yeah, I think
Because
that's fair.
Mino is S tier. If you have the skill.
Oh, it's mine. Speaking of mine.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'll turn you up. Just make sure you go.
It's like 7 in the morning for this guy. He just woke up.
Yeah. Damn man.
Bro woke up to defend the French battleships.
Wait, Mime, can you talk? You just came in really quiet for me. I just want to make sure your audio quality is good.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good
Mime.
at.
You have.
Who
You
said who?
Yeah, I'll put
I
it.
I
thought
just
you
woke
said
up.
mime. I thought you said mime.
Yeah, mime. Oh. Hopefully the audio quality is going well on that one. All right, we're moving into Black Montana. In the overall meta of tier 10, I think it just goes along with it. It's just competitive. It's just good.
Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
not meta. It's just good, solid. And especially if you do what,
Overall
especially what
ship.
you've seen, what some people have been doing with the Black Monty. Ooh, it's juicy. That is some meme shit right there.
Hey.
The
We
meme
want to
potential.
protect the community from what we have been doing, not expose them to the truth.
No. That's all about balancing CVs. It's doing a great job at it. It's a great
They're doing
job.
the Lord's work. They're doing the Lord's work.
Yep. I should do a whole competition where I give 4,000 gold out to how many CVs I'm killing a month.
Yo,
Dude,
they're about to get so many CG kills. Oh my
No,
goodness.
no, dude. Seriously,
Punish.
Steve is about ready to defend FDR the whole day.
Yeah.
Time to bring me my money.
Now let's move from one good ship to a clearly meta ship, Black Republic.
Oh yeah.
It's
Meta.
just clearly meta. It's just so easy to play.
Arguably the best ship in the game.
Yes.
War crime.
Wow.
No,
No.
I don't know about the best ship.
No,
I don't know about the best ship in the
no.
game. I don't know about the best ship in
Yeah,
the
you
game.
got.
There is
Or
one
the-
key problem with Black Republic. It's French.
Another key
It's
problem,
French.
it does not have engine accelerator.
It's French.
Oh, really?
French moment, I guess.
Granddad coming in with the
Because it'll
spice.
violate
Floats.
When someone British says the French ship is the best ship in the game, what?
Okay.
Like, you have hands, that ship is busted.
Yeah, but we're talking about ship capability, not with hands. Not with player. We're talking about just pure capability of a ship. So,
I thought we were
Do
ranking
remember it's the
cruisers with
premium
hands,
Republic.
no. All of the tier makers that I've always done has always been about the capabilities that can come out from the ship. That's why Minotaur goes right up to meta, and I should have defended it harder there, Granddad. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Republic fits there.
I don't like that. But it's like Minnow has the capability of meta.
Now we'll get to middle later. We'll
Yeah,
stay
we
as
will.
case
We will.
later. We'll stay as case later.
Heroes later.
You-
I know, right? Sorry, I'm
you had it
spoiler warning there. Black Shimikaze, I think I niche. It's just niche. It's
Yeesh.
good.
Yeah.
It's a shimmer, but you
It's
want a gunboat, you can.
Bro, if you have Rapid
If you
Reload and Black
understand-
Shimakaze going, kind of a busted gunboat. Kind of a busted gunboat if you have Rapid Reload going.
No,
It's-
Black
But
Ship-
but you
the
have to
ac-
have Rapid Reload going. If you
It's
don't have
the
it going, then
Akazuki
you're
at
not gonna
Churton.
win.
It's the Akazuki at Triton, or the Shinanomi, I think it is.
If I played
You
it,
know me.
It's good.
Honestly, I don't
Bro,
have
we
it.
give Black Shimmer to Steve. Steve's getting a 90k average.
Yeah, probably.
no, if I played it, it's meta. If I play it, it's meta.
Yeah, pretty
Even
much.
normal Shimmer is meta for me. Like, you don't.
But that's a
need
very
guns.
rare case. That's a very
That's a
rare case.
Definition
the
of
thing.
niche. Sorry.
Yeah,
Black.
I agree with niche because
No,
there's too
niche
many
is fine.
ships. There's too many
Yeah.
ships in competitive already. There's too many.
Oh, we'll
Well,
get there. But
that
trust
was a
me. There's gonna be a
captain.
lot that even this out. Don't worry. A lot of the
Don't
A
worry.
ships. It's just like when you sit in class and you've got a higher letter in the alphabet. You're more likely to have better skills within the academia. There we go. We're gonna think. But Black Yamato.
Oh.
Niche, maybe?
No, I don't think it's that low.
Nah.
I don't think it's that low. It's not that low. It's not that low.
Competitive
Wow.
like Montana.
Yeah,
Okay, fine. I'll
Dispersion
pull-
base.
I will pull this one right here. It goes right into meta. It's a Yamato. It's just damn good.
But it's a Yamato's.
I'm a-
It's a Yamato. What's this
Yamato's
defense?
great.
Yamato's great though. What's wrong with Yamato?
Uh-huh.
It's a
But you're
good-
defending it.
But it's a cool.
And then, let
just
alone, you might get the camo for it, and that's just damn sexy.
Okay, I think that's where the reason why it's in meta.
Just
It's
because-
so good that
Good
Sly
looking
forgot
camera.
it had Scout Plane.
It
I
does
still
have
need to make
Scout
that.
Plane. You
Again,
can
you
do
can
this.
do the same shenanigans with White Monty.
Fair enough.
I'd say it does
They're doing
better
a good
job
job.
at it, though. I'd say it just does a better job at it. But that's
Can we just skip this next?
Face dispersion though, so I give you that.
yeah. I was just like, I think Black Yamato
Even though
just
that precise aim is still good.
yeah. I'd say maybe would you guys agree low meta,
Very low meta.
like
Yeah.
low meta, high competitive area where it's gonna.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
low meta seems fair.
All right, now I know you guys want to skip this ship, but I think it's just an easy one.
Oh.
It's the Black Sao. As
Let's
much
get
as
to the more
as-
interesting shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Fuck this.
No, it goes right in a niche. It's sometimes it's gonna work, sometimes it's not. It's way more consistent than the regulars.
No, it's fly.
Way
welcome,
more
to,
consistent.
welcome to IGN Cruisers in a
Fine.
nutshell.
Oh,
Yeah.
Put it in the high niche though, because it's basically an Henri, but you have the stealth.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
give it
I'd
to
actually
Yeah.
say,
No, definitely. Yep. Even though I run
I'd actually
speed build and it's
say
kind of hilarious.
I would actually say a Black Sao is probably competitive because it's like I've gotten a world record in Zao with only a level 3 commander and 2 pieces of equipment. That thing can still push out damage.
Well, no,
Yeah,
Zao.
then you see all the competitive
Conqueror can
cruisers.
also
That is
push
why
out
it is
damage,
neat.
but
That
that's
is
Well,
not
no.
really-
Pretty low
That is
competitive.
why it is
Oh, hold up, everyone.
Well,
First up and foremost, yeah.
There are some games
thank you,
where you
Rogue.
can
Thank you,
just
Rogue.
not do anything.
Yeah,
Because
no,
of CV,
yeah.
like it's just not gonna happen.
You know,
Yeah,
Zao.
It's a story with all IGN cruisers.
Yeah, no,
It's a story.
Zao
Yeah.
is the single strongest cruiser in the game. It has the most damage output, and that's why it also is capable of being shut out so damn hard.
Yeah.
It's
I will
Mino's
say
easier
that.
than Zao on pushing out damage, but it's Zao is you have 2 Shima launchers on each side. You have some insane fire chance. You have 12 guns, which chunk DDs. That now, God forbid, you have rapid reload 2 and instant accelerator, which means you can mess up and dodge torps pretty well. But no, it's like you have a shitload of firepower, but you are a glass cannon, and that is all. And sometimes, guess what? You're not going to do it. So, all right, let's move on to more unique ships. I'm probably gonna piss Matt off, but I think in the global overall meta, Colbert goes right.
Put it in
niche.
competitive right now.
No, it is
Low
competitive.
competitive. Low
Low.
competitive.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Competitive.
Thank you.
Okay.
It does
Okay.
require hands.
Thank you.
It's at least
Not
competitive.
hands, it will explode.
That's my biggest problem is that it just if you don't know how to drag race, if you
Here's
don't know
the
how to
thing.
drag race and dodge, it's
If we are going off of just pure,
Right.
like if
That,
everything
that's
is at
why
the top
I
of
kind of
its
say
skill,
low competitive side.
Buffalo is
Yeah.
at
Like
best,
because
and
it does take
whatever
skill
you
to
do
play
have
this all
somebody who
day.
does have hands, and you do have skill, it is competitive. It
Like
just
if
is.
you have
Okay.
hands, it may be as high as meta, but for the average player, it's probably low competitive.
okay. I'll agree with that. I love it. It's just it's one of those things where it can be rough. It can be
It
rough.
can be rough, but it also can be phenomenal.
We get to the first of the many British ships. How lovely.
All right, Granddad.
Yep. No, Granddad. I think this is your. It's your time. It's your
Who
turn.
said meta? Who said meta?
Wait, actually, wait. Before Granddad, sorry. Hold one before we want to say anything. Did anyone notice on my EU stream recently there was a shitload of conquerors?
That's EU, man. All the British players.
EU
It's all
moment.
the Brits.
That's EU moment.
Well, why?
Hold on. Is it as common
You
as
didn't ask
Montana is
questions.
in USA?
Yes, I saw 3 in
Really?
one game. I was like, what in the literal fuck?
EU moment.
Honestly, I might move to EU and get more.
My
world
man
records.
went into a fight.
Yeah.
I need to move my.
Matt, upload more videos. Become a CC. I can give you my EU account. I want to see what happens.
Consider it done. Consider it done.
Alright,
let's let Granddad
conquer.
release his thesis on Conquer.
Right.
Let him cook.
Conqueror. I'm going to say low playable. It's out of needs fixing tier exclusively because it has potential damage output. Namely at close range, where you have the highest DPM of any tier 10 battleship, you can rush towards a Colombo or a Yamato and obliterate them in a hilariously one-sided duel. However, there are a lot of problems with this ship. Oh my gosh, the consistency. There will be games where you get shut out. There will be games where you need your HE to set fires and it won't. There will be games where aircraft carriers exist and you're going to have an awful time. So, it does not go higher than playable.
Yeah, no, I agree. I love my Conqueror, but dear lord, they're oh. They're my highest
Smash
damage.
the Conqueror.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Get some help.
Now I think we saw recently the St. Vincent Grind review, which actually if you guys haven't seen it from Granddad, go check it out on Reddit and like that. But if you were to fix it, Granddad, how would you fix the Conqueror?
Okay, fixing Conqueror is actually a very challenging thing to do because of its high explosive shell gimmick. If we buff it up too much, then it becomes horrendously toxic to play against. Ultimately, the first thing I would do is improve her max traverse speed. Currently it sits at 4.4 degrees per second, which is the worst on any tier 10 battleship, and completely uncharacteristic of British ships, which are typically agile.
Yep.
Besides that, I think a boost to her shell velocity would be very helpful. After that, I would see how it performs, and if it needs more tweaks, then that's a problem for the future.
Yeah, I was thinking mobility as well. I was like, why is this not a Vanguard at tier 10 or someone?
Max traverse speed is just appalling, and I have no idea how it wound up that way.
imagine turning worse than GK.
Well, they tried to make it.
know,
have,
right?
They
Right.
tried
It's
to.
tragic.
Yeah, that's
Why is that
tragic.
brother so bad?
And can we get a
We've
better
been
leg
asking
mod too?
Wargaming to buff this for the last 3 years, and they have never touched it.
Yeah.
It's revolting.
Well, I'll push for it too as well there now because that makes a lot of sense. I did find the leg mod very like oddly useless for it, so I was like, come on.
The leg mod, the problem is it replaces concealment. I still use it because I hate Conqueror's stock turning with the fire of 1,000 suns. But it doesn't affect her battle practicality in any way. It's purely a comfort thing.
Yep, I agree with that.
Well, thank you, Granddad, for your opinion. We'll
He'll
meet
be back
you
when
back
we're British.
in
He'll be
about
back. He'll be back.
5. Yeah, yep. I'm kidding. You can
No,
always
he's gonna be
interject.
back.
You can always
He's gonna be
interject. Let's talk about Colombo, and because of the current meta in NA specifically, I'm just going to say that because, of course, it's very different in EU and also over in Asia. And like that's from Boblins. You can definitely see from the Asia side from Mr. Mime, who's actually here right now. And like that, I will put in NA, Colombo is meta. Period.
No.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay.
Colombo has one
I'm sorry.
huge weakness. Colombo has a huge weakness.
You
Hell
can
yeah.
sit
You cannot brawl. You can't get into brawls. You
It's a
will
mid-range fighter.
explode in there.
Yeah.
Mid-range fighter. It's
Colombo
not-
just
yeah.
dies. It just dies.
I will put it in competitive just because it cannot brawl.
Yeah. You got German.
It's
Man,
odd coming
That's
from
30
it's
seconds
odd coming
reload.
from an Asia player though, because as far as I know and as far as I played on Asia, you don't brawl.
I smash
There is no
Columbus
brawls.
with my Repop, and that's how I tell you. It's just so vulnerable.
I'd say just in NA, just the ability to nuke DDs as well as it does.
Of the
and
5
I'll-
DD games you get every single
Here's
game.
the other thing.
That's the thing, is
It's
NA
not every game. It is not every game.
Well,
It's probably
But it
Well,
isn't
not
every
really
game.
every game.
But it's not every
really
game.
every
So that's the
game.
thing.
DD
That's the
games have
thing.
toned down a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'll agree high competitive.
Low competitive.
It's not even high competitive.
Low
competitive.
Probably low competitive. Probably low competitive.
I'd still say competitive. It's just
you
this thing
still
I can do
afraid,
80k
though.
It's
average.
competitive, don't get me wrong, but it's nowhere near meta.
Okay.
No.
I still love it. God, it's good.
Well, you
Now,
can still
it's like-
you're still not
it's
Colombo.
personal
Still
fight.
not
Free
so stupid.
nerf Colombo.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
OP.
We're talking
Pre-nerf
about
Colombo.
post-nerf Colombo,
Yeah, we're
not
talking about right
pre-nerf
now.
Colombo.
Yeah, we're talking about post.
Oh, now this is post.
Okay,
Yeah.
Granddad,
No.
your turn.
Pre-nerf went in the same category as pre-nerf
I don't
Republic
think
and
we need
pre-nerf Vermont.
Granddad for this.
Yeah, I don't think we need Granddad for this because I think we
Yeah,
got
this
multiple
is-
people. We got
We are,
yeah,
yes.
we got
Unquestionable.
we got Steve, we got Red, everyone. Darian goes right into meta. I don't think
The
there's
best
any
tier
other.
10
Well,
destroyer.
Yeah.
The best tier 10 destroyer. Ah, yes.
Your turn.
Yeah,
Most versatility.
anyone willing to not say meta?
Bro, I better not see the.
Very
I better.
meta.
I better not see the overrated comments in Darren because I've seen that before. People say it's overrated.
Very straight to meta. There's no argument on that.
There's no argument.
There's no argument.
I'll defend those people who say that it's not meta because the thing is this is a skill cannon. Is that it's really good, it's really mobile, its guns are really solid, but if you can't hit those Doom Spear torpedoes or you don't know how to use single launch torpedoes, this ship is rough to play. And I'll say it because I suck at that stuff. I see Darian only meta because I've played against it so many times and it is stupidly powerful. Just not in my hands. Like I can see that.
I'd like to point out where it's why Casto is. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
You trying to tell us something there, Sly?
Yeah, I suck.
No, it's
Look,
not a
Sly,
it's
just
right
dodge.
now.
Oh, just dodge. That's a good one. Alright. Granddad, your mic's kind of I don't know what you're doing there, but
It's OP. It's OP.
Yeah, OP.
OP.
Yeah, no, Darian is the best, and you don't even need the leg mod. Don't worry about that.
Bro, the leg mod is kind of a joke, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
You even need it though.
No, we don't. It's kind of a joke.
Okay.
Like, what's
Yeah,
the
that's
point?
That's what I'm saying.
What's the point?
Soulfire, yeah, Conqueror
Okay.
playable, but needs fixing. Yeah, absolutely.
This is part of the skill part. Like, Daring is not just about being able to dodge or the torpedoes. You have to know how to position yourself. because
I was
your
gonna
speed is
say
crap.
the positioning is the key part because you lack speed. If you don't know how to position well, you're gonna be out of the battle already. Positioning is key.
Oh yeah.
Positioning is key. That's for
So,
sure.
as much as I love this ship, Like I will play this any day of the week, twice on Sunday, anytime. Call me, I'm gonna join you and play with the Delny. It's only playable.
Fair enough.
I've never played it, so
it
I
has
don't know, but-
it has
I've
no smoke. All it has is speed, and it's not even Kleber fast. Its guns are really easy to use. Its torps are good zoning torps. That's
about it. Because the torps otherwise suck. Because if you look at the damage of Delny torps, they may as not exist. They may as well not exist if you're talking about damage.
Yeah,
they're good in their number. They're not good in their actual alpha individually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love the Delny. It is a fun, fast ship, but it's in the tier 10 meta. I want to say niche, but no, it doesn't. Even
There's a superior Delny.
Yeah, there's superior Delny times 3 at least.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now let's actually talk about a ship that was recently buffed, and in my opinion, I'm not quite sure it moved position, but definitely feels more comfortable. Because I did try this on my press account.
Doc Des Moines is niche. Tricked out Des Moines is competitive.
That's fair.
Hey, the first thing you said right all night.
Oh my god.
I will agree with that
assessment. Oh god.
I will agree with that sentiment. I will. Oh man. No, it's Des Moines is now in a really good position because of that range, but that range, if you have the space camo, it feels accurate enough at that max range, but outside of that, without it, it's kind of a bit of a shotgun, and luckily, at least it's a good shotgun at firing fast, so you get that, it holds up.
I mean, I've only played it with space camos.
You got the good
yeah, just rub it right.
No, Glad, you want to flex the rest
just
of the space camos? You want to flex the rest of the space
camos?
You want, Glad?
Yeah, I do. I love
rub it in. Rub it in.
Flex.
Gearing camos as well.
Druid.
They've been unavailable for like a year.
Red.
No. I'm gonna solve this for it right here. It's boring as fuck. Needs fix. I'm kidding. It's competitive. It's boring. It is competitive. It's now one of the tankiest ships in the game.
It is.
Actually, now when they buff the healing, and actually I can tank over 50k using 4 heals without a legendary commander.
Yeah, its Druid is just stupidly tanky. Its AP is good. Its HE is shit.
It's actually an unironically good DD hunter.
Imagine if potential damage was calculated in this game.
Yeah, it's just.
Imagine if Armor actually existed in this game.
Imagine that. Bow, but okay.
Yeah, Druid's
I
really
hate
good
fighting against Druid. I tried to spar with one using my Conqueror. Sat bow on, I landed 1 shell per salvo. It was disgusting.
Granddad, you should face my Druid. You should face my Druid.
No, you don't want to. You don't want to
right only if I get to play Regulo.
Oh, okay. Honestly, fair enough. I know what Regolo does too.
Granddad, you need to join me in becoming an Austin main.
No, are you saying that? No, I actually know why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Druid, I find it boring, but some people find it really fun. It's just bow
you don't know fun in Druid until you get to harass bad Minotaur players. That's when the fun begins. When you get to harass bad Minotaur players in that thing.
There's so many bad Minotaur players. They're looking at a freaking buff for it again.
Every time you shoot in Druid, every time you shoot in Druid and a Minotaur, Citadel.
Why is there even there?
It's always Citadel every time I play Druid against Minotaur.
I know. It's actually even funnier when you face Smolensk, because the Smolensk is like, what am I supposed to do?
Oh, you know what?
Citadel Crisis on a Druid.
But I actually have Cit Crisis as Smolensk with Druid before.
Elbing, I as much as I love the Elbing, and it's really fun doing all my Citadel missions in it and everything, it is niche. It's just
it is a niche.
The sea mines, yeah,
it's niche. It is niche.
I will say
it's designed to be niche.
Exactly. I will say though, its one niche is pretty good because it does harass a lot of cruisers, but it is a pretty niche ship.
Oh yeah, it's super fun. It is totally would suggest it. Totally would. Though I will say the Gustav. God, that thing is.
See, it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games in Elbing until the Regolo arrives. Then you're suffering.
Yeah. Why do we keep doing?
Yeah, but no, it's like the Felix. I enjoyed the Felix, but I always wanted to kite, and the Felix just doesn't kite.
Oh yeah,
Elving
Elving's really
does,
good for
so
kiting. If you're able, since you're able to kite cruisers, you're able to effectively fight them.
Alistair's not
Yeah.
able to be here to defend himself.
No, he would say niche as well. I've asked him
He
before.
did
He
say
says it's
niche.
Yeah,
he
no,
says it's niche.
it's
I've
the
asked him
definition
before.
of yeah. No, it's definitely there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now let's talk about this pile of shit.
Frederick yes.
Roosevelt.
This is when the controversy begins. This is when the controversy begins.
So actually,
Wartime.
with Steve not being here, I'm
called
actually I know
dial.
a bunch of people. Speed dial Steve. But I'm gonna actually follow what I've heard from other ones. This is niche. It's toxic. It sucks to play against.
Which
I will completely good.
Roosevelt,
Roosevelt.
FDR.
But
Roosevelt?
as a carrier at tier 10, it has its moments, but you cannot carry.
Oh god, Yeet is meta. No question on that.
Dude,
It's meta?
Dude, what are you saying?
I
Bro,
don't
it is
know.
meta.
Straight to meta.
On that
No
thing
Okay,
is
meta,
shit.
meta.
No, yeah, it is.
Well,
I
then
got
I've been talking to the wrong
25
CB mains.
in a Vermont.
Bro, I've seen
Anybody
I've
who
seen.
doesn't play it isn't.
I got 25k.
The only drawback
Yeah, I was
is
gonna
long reload.
I was gonna say, dude, I've seen Vermonts lose half their health
But
to
you
an
rarely
FDR.
lose planes, so why does
Okay.
it matter?
It's really
it
fun
has the
pissing
most
them off and
alpha.
just getting them to talk.
It has
Bro, you're
the
able to.
most-
You're almost able to one. You can like almost one tap. No, actually, you can one tap cruisers in this thing. I've seen Steve has a clip of one tapping a cruiser. He
Yeah.
has a clip.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, if
Is
you
it an alpha?
you have to land all the torpedoes, like all 14 of them. You cannot miss.
No, you
one.
do, but it's
It's
even if you
16.
even if you don't, though, you're still crippling a cruiser like basically
Yeah.
no HP for the rest of the
You
game.
delete
Yeah.
80% of the health at the very least.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm-
think it's
Or 50% for battleships.
Exactly.
You know what? No, Sly. I think you're right. We need to put it low so they buff it.
No!
Make
No.
everybody else mad.
No!
No,
We're
no
doing
one,
this now. We're doing
no
this
one,
now.
no one missed my.
No.
Everyone on the peanut gallery missed my comment of me just trying to go everyone's response.
I heard
No,
it.
I saw that. Don't worry.
I just wanted to do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
no, Roosevelt's toxic. It is. Oh my god. But total win on that.
Saving
God,
grace,
everyone
there are
pissed.
almost none of them out there.
Ban Roosevelt. Just ban it. Ban it.
Gearing. And I
yes.
think I can just speak for just about everyone. It's in competitive. It's just good.
Yeah, it's just
It's
there's nothing bad to say about
No.
gearing. There's nothing bad to say about gearing.
It does everything. It does everything well. Besides the stuff that normally bothers DDs, it just doesn't do good at that. But
The only thing you
that's
lack
all
is the
DDs.
ability to hunt DDs easily. That's like the only thing you lack.
Yeah.
You have no
And-
supports.
and
No
you have
supports
the high-
besides smoke.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Jack of all trades,
Mm.
master.
That's why
of none.
there's a
Yeah.
reason. There's a reason Daring's better because Daring's more versatile in more games with DDs.
Yeah.
But
It's
Gearing's just
Same
very
with
basic
Basic
and bland.
too.
It's not bland. It's not bland in a bad way though. That's the thing.
No.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Okay, I can.
Huh?
You do need the like mod though. If you don't have the like mod, you will lower it to niche. But yeah, if you have it, yeah.
I played it
agree,
without
you do
Legmon. I
competitive.
played it without Legmon, and I still average 70k in gearing. Like the gearing has potential. Legmon is just more of a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
Well, it changes gearing, man. It changes gearing.
But it makes it a lot easier.
It's
to
also
use
became
for.
usable.
So I agree and
this is
disagree. I don't think it's necessary. That's why there wasn't a trick gearing. And like that is that Sims does help, but it doesn't really make it go out of competitive.
Okay. Hold on.
That's what I was.
It
That's what I was
Need
thinking as well.
Sims,
It-
it's just the like mod.
Well, no, even the leg mod, I don't think it moves it out of competitive though.
No.
It's just
It
good.
doesn't change. It doesn't change his
Really
position.
Yeah.
It's a chain.
Like really low competitive, but
What
Yeah.
about Alibert?
Burke is for a completely different destroyer. We'll get to later.
Reason, yeah.
yeah.
Yep. But Granddad, you're back up. Even though I think I can.
It's Jabra. It's Jabra.
I think though I kind of want to know where you're gonna put this
Shit.
because I love the Jabra, but I want to see where you're gonna put it first.
I would put it likely in high niche. It smashes cruisers, but cruisers smash it back. It's an enormous target. Although, admittedly, having 4 smokes compared to Goliath's 2 is rather helpful.
Yes.
Guns are very
it's-
consistent. That's really the only thing it has.
Yeah.
Alright, we heard it from the man himself.
Yeah, I actually am right there with Niche. It's just super easy to sit and farm in your smoke, and if no one's good at shooting back at you in that smoke, it just farms. It's good, but there are games where you're gonna get shut the f- out immediately. You're down.
Yeah.
I can
Jeremy
agree
has
with that
experienced
too.
that pain.
So
Yes.
Goliath. Now, this recently got a buff, and then another buff, and then kind of another buff, in a way. Kind of like that. Now, we're going against a tricked versus a not tricked. So, first up, not tricked Goliath. It's not in its own niche. It's niche.
Low playable. Low playable.
Yeah, low
like
playable.
Really low.
Granddad?
I'd say stock Goliath belongs in playable. It has the HE spamming, and that's really it.
Yeah. And even that,
And then tricked,
out.
I would put it into low niche. Have that extra bit of staying power with premium kits and the legendary commander buffs, but ultimately your playstyle doesn't change much. You're just a bit less likely to die early. And Goliath takes a long time to do any damage, really.
Interesting. I was going to go low competitive. Because you now have a lot of health.
No, I'm sorry. The legendary commander and premium kits don't do that much.
Okay, I get it. Bad take. Everyone got it.
In randoms, yes, niche. But if you go to competitive, it can tank over 90k damage.
It can tank over 90k damage as long as nobody gets lucky and just citadels you to death. Goliath has staying power, but it has to sit through 3 heal cooldowns to use all of it. So,
that's true.
Given her horrible armor and enormous hitboxes, it is easy to just get smashed and stunk before you can use them all.
In the general meta, I can agree with that.
The only person I've been able to see it play well in competitive is Alistair.
That's about it, yeah.
Yeah, but I could see him doing so much better in a Puerto Rico and a dozen other.
No, he will say there are better options.
I field a Goliath when you can field a Buffalo.
Yeah, see, he understands.
Oh boy.
Almighty Buffalo, always come back to that one.
Yep. Golden Liu.
Playable. Really low playable.
Low. Yeah, I don't.
It can still work. It can still work if you have massive hands.
They buffed all of these cruisers in the latest patch, and they didn't touch this one. I
don't know why this was in touch. This is one of the ones that needed the gun. This is one of the ones that needed the buffs the most out of a lot of the cruisers.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in needs fixing. I'm gonna actually, you know what? The more I've played it, I would actually disagree with that idea. I think that what they're going for is they're failing to buff the airstrike reload. The airstrikes are now need to be buffed, and now this is the battleship killer. It becomes a battleship and heavy cruiser. Yeah.
Like, you buff the airstrike too much, the reload becomes so incredibly fast.
No, you can't give it crazy airstrike. You can't give it crazy airstrike range.
No, I don't want range. I want reload.
Yeah, you need reload. You don't want. If you give it more range, that's just a CV. If you give it more range, that's just gonna end up turning into a CV.
Yeah, the number of people who can dodge those airstrikes now, everyone knows about them. Like early on, it was super powerful with the DCP. Now everyone knows about them, so it's super easy to dodge. And you have 53 seconds on a reload on it. It sucks.
You can't afford to miss many of them. If you miss many of them, that's half your damage in the game gone.
So it needs to be more forgiving. And that's all it needs. I don't actually want, now that the more and more I've played, the more I don't want secondaries on it. Nor do I want torpedoes. I want this to be the anti-heavy cruiser, anti-battleship cruiser. And I'm okay with that.
Anti-camper.
It's naturally meant to be niche, but it can't be niche because of it right now.
Yeah, no, it needs to be right in the niche. It needs to be right in the niche of high skill cannon. It's just not it right now.
Actually, wait, killing campers, yeah, that would be pretty nice if it could do that.
It's just discourage camping by just spamming airstrikes into one region.
In my opinion, I think this needs 3 airstrikes at its top, and it needs to have about a 40-second reload. And I mean, literally, I want this thing to dumpster a CV
40 seconds
in
will be
all
too
of those
quick, though. To give you a perspective, Harlem is
so no, you give it 50 seconds. You give it 50 seconds because it has
50-second reload will be okay.
Yeah.
Because that airstrike hits like a truck.
But it needs to be able to pump those out because people dodge them all the time.
Well, the reason I'm considering 50 is because you have airstrike mod available, so you can always bring it down naturally more.
Oh, that's true.
That's why I'm considering higher. That's why you can't make it super low because then it's too low.
47 seconds.
If it's follow, you basically spam it like a carrier, so no.
Oh, 47 seconds. All right.
The only thing that I don't like about it is you say it's anti-camp, and the airstrikes. What's the max range of airstrikes?
9.9, I think.
Yeah,
same as DCP.
It's hard. It's hard to use it well, and what I found is it's harder on the people who use ions. Like if you're Des Moines and you try pushing into a Gudenloid, like it doesn't matter what side of the island you're on, you're just gonna get smacked for it. And those are the people who suffer the most from it. So they need to figure out a way how to actually make it an anti-camp kind of thing, to where you can do more long range than it can 9.9 kilometer kind of thing.
I agree with that. I can see that. I don't know. It needs changes. I think we can all agree.
It definitely needs some kind of change.
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs help.
Is it technically playable? Yes. I actually don't mind playing it, but Jesus.
Definitely niche.
Yep. And also all CVs should be changed to this. All dive bombers should be changed to that. But they should be able to be changeable, you know. Kerfers.
Ooh.
Playable.
Competitive.
Low competitive.
I could agree with that. Low
Because
competitive.
now with the 18-inch guns, it's actually very versatile.
Oh yeah, and the health and armor. Oh god, that is tank. That is a tip of the spear.
Oh god.
A tip of the spear. That thing is it is a flank machine. So
yeah, that thing, especially if you put shear on it and trick it out, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I want shear on it, but I also want a funny build. So yeah.
Well, going from needs fixing to competitive to needs fixing, Grozvoy. Anyone? Does anyone want to defend it?
Oh, here we go into playable. The most.
No, I'd say needs fixing. I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing it more and more. It needs something. It doesn't.
Bro, everything about gearing can be everything you can think about the Grozvoy that you think would be good on Grozvoy can be done better on gearing. Almost everything can be done better on gearing.
I raise you one better.
There's no point playing Grozvoy at all.
When gearing exists, there's just no reason. There's just no reason.
Red, we don't even need gearing. I raise you one better. Everything it does, the Udaloy can do better at tier 10.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Like, no, the Udaloy is just a better ship. Just stop at Udaloy and you have it.
She was a holdover from back when tier 9 Russian DDs were better than tier 10 Russian DDs.
Oh yeah, no, it's Grozvoy needs massive, I think, mobility increase on.
Bro, that accelerate. How you accelerate worse than Delny is beyond me.
Yeah, it's so bad, and like that. And then I think on top of that, I almost want to say a little bit of a gun buff, a little bit like a 0.2.
It needs a gun buff. It's supposed to be the more gun-focused gearing, but it isn't. It has worse gun DPM than gearing.
It does have no. It does have better arcs though. It is super easy arcs. It's a very
it's good arcs, but like, what am I supposed to do when I don't?
But you have really long reload. So
yeah, exactly. You have really long base reload. Like, it's not gonna matter.
Good arcs. Does that make them good gunboats aside from Black Shimmer?
Yeah.
No.
No.
But another thing, what about
you'll be knife fighting at other Ds with that range.
If they give it torpedo reload, Grozvoy would actually have pretty good burst output with his torps.
Yeah, I could see that.
Then you could rush something, and then you could almost insta kill it with the torps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It needs something. It does.
Confident enough to do that.
And again, they could just also. They're probably gonna release a commander that fixes this ship. To be honest.
Yeah, where is our Actually, I think it was
no Russian DD legendary commander. I don't know. This is like one of the Delny, or I guess that whole gumbo lines, one of the oldest DD lines in this game that doesn't have one.
I was tempted on putting Kuznetsov on a freaking Delny. Hakuyu, I think Hakuyu, we can just put it right in the meta. I don't think there's any.
This needs no introduction. This needs no introduction.
Arguably higher than Roosevelt, but it does take hands.
But at the same time, its capabilities as a ship, I think, is better.
Yeah,
I think
that
because
is kind of the problem.
The Hakuyu, if you can put the skill into it, is more consistent than Roosevelt. Like, straight up.
I can see that, because you cycle faster, remember?
I like how Mr. Mine's being all, like, very nice. He's like, I could see that, I could totally see that. I'm like, dude, you're the one who taught me that. I was like, dude, you're the one I'm basing this on.
Okay, so like, here's the other thing that you have to realize. Haku is better for NA because there's more destroyers. FDR, like, destroyers can be your targets, but you're not going to do near as much damage if you focus battleships.
Realistically, your DDs wouldn't be the main target for FDR, realistically speaking.
Yeah.
They would be?
No, you'd be going.
No, they wouldn't be. They wouldn't be.
They wouldn't be. Yeah, it was like, it wasn't way.
Well, I mean,
reverse.
Because the torp angle is so wide, like, you can do good damage, but you can't be shooting destroyers all the time. Like, you have to be shooting battleships.
Well, your cooldown's so wide. Your cooldown's so bad that you need to make the drops worthwhile.
Like, it should be.
Yeah. I know why all of a sudden.
Just because of the long reload Roosevelt, I want to go after DDs one or twice.
Well, no, you go there just to help, like,
FDR, but
in FDR you go just to cripple one, like just so the team literally has an auto advantage.
You can't.
But outside of that, you don't.
You can use it to, like, black health, but then that's kind of it.
Yeah.
You-
Which, hey,
But
you know,
how-
if
you
Red's on the
you have
enemy
to reload
team and
to
he's in a
follow up.
Regolo, you want to make sure he is blocked at any moment, so you're gonna burst down and stuff. So it's a
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if Red's on
Can we not bring up the fact that we're trying to kill Regolos? Let's not do that, guys. Let's not do
Yeah,
that.
no, we are. Okay, let's
Is your
move
lane
on.
Regolo?
Normal Holland. Actually, Steve is in there, and like that, Normal Holland goes
Normal
right
Holland.
into competitive.
Niche.
Actually, he says
Straight to
niche. How dare you?
Niche. Normal Holland. We're talking about normal Holland here, not
Normal Holland.
Swirsky Holland.
Okay. I find Tricked Holland meta, but I guess that. Okay.
No.
It has a lot
Like,
of
it does
problems.
have its
being
AA gimmick, but remember, we're talking about DD with 35 no.
But I
Base.
just love to kill. I like killing planes. I do. It's just fun. It's like
That's
a
why they have
pastime.
Holland.
Well, there's the small one.
That's why Smallland
And it's
exists.
Holland.
Okay.
It's a small one.
Yeah. No, Holland. You also are playing a separate game. You're playing the whole MMORPG of you gotta have tick rates on all of them. So I love Holland though. I do.
And Holland still has that problem of eating BBAP.
That's true. Or
Oh, right
God
now.
forbid,
Oh yeah.
Christopher Columbo.
Imagine reduce overpen risk.
Mm.
Oh god.
Monster would probably just delete it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Holland though. I do. It's a fun ship to play. Tricked especially with Swirsky. You piss people off with those radars. Hargumo.
Ah, yes, the niche.
Niche.
An easy niche ship.
Ultimate niche.
This ship is neat. We say it's niche, but you give it to the right hands. This thing has potential,
Yeah.
but it is limited by the fact that your maneuverability is bad. That's actually one of the biggest limiting
Yeah.
factors. Your agility is what holds you back a lot.
Yeah,
But it's got that
What are we
arc.
looking at, Steve?
you're gonna have games where you burn things down.
Oh, yeah.
500 hits, easy mode, 500 hits, and you just have fun all game. You just pew 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 pew.
It's definitely
Outside
one of
of
the. It's one of the other. It's like a lot of some of the ships here that's gonna be defining the niche.
Yeah.
Section.
Yeah,
It defines
That's
niche.
defining it.
Yeah.
And the Corps, they're good zoning, and they're also good damage if someone just.
If you get to YOLO some more torpedo booster, you're basically turning
Oh
yourself
my
into a
god.
Shimmer.
Yeah.
You're basically deleting them. Oh god.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like occasionally it'll do amazing, but there's some games in Harugumo where it's just gonna be you
Well,
facing a good Haku player, and you're gonna be like, oh well, here we go again.
Yeah, speaking of, I've run into plenty of those. Thank you, Mr. Mime.
Yeah, especially it has the ADA. I mean the DFA, but it's
Wait,
just
which
not-
one?
Harugumo.
Harugamo?
I don't
Such
know.
a-
DA
such a-
doesn't really work.
It's such a big target for Haku.
Even with the DFA, at most you can only shoot on 1 or 2 planes.
Yeah,
That's
no,
kind
it's-
Well,
of-
see, the
It's
DFA would actually
not.
matter. The DFA would actually matter if you could even dodge to begin with. The CV tour.
Yeah.
Like if they hang around in your AA long enough, yeah, it can work, but usually they won't.
I think Harugumo's in a perfect spot right now, though, in the game. I think it's in a good spot right now.
Yeah, it's not a bad ship. Like the
If you buff it too much,
Akatsuki, they're fun.
it turns a little OP because then it's gonna be turning into like some super agile gumbo destroyer. But
Like,
Yeah,
for
which
example,
actually I'd be kind of fine with too.
that would be way too
yeah, but then you imagine you're playing cruise and you see this super amazing DD at 10 kilometers with this like crazy agility farming.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Like,
so I think a small maneuverability buff would be okay.
It needs a
because
small
you
buff.
have to remember, it is still big. It is still.
It
big.
I
is
think it needs a
massive,
small.
it
I
is
think it
massive,
needs
yeah.
a small acceleration buff, like a second
I
off
think
or
it
something.
needs
But I think that's about
about
it. I don't think it needs
100
crazy
Yeah,
buff.
soft stat buff, soft
Yeah,
stat.
nothing,
Yeah.
nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
Yep.
nothing crazy. None of this
How about-
dispersion buff stuff. I don't know why I keep getting dispersion buffs.
Yep.
How about
Hayate.
So confused every time.
It's
We're already
accurate.
comfortable with the dispersion on that. It's like
I
now the
would say
Shiba
low
Kaze.
competitive
Oh,
for
yeah.
Hayate.
Low competitive.
Hayate's
for
in
FF?
competitive?
What? No,
What?
Okay, hold on, wait.
Hayate's not that good.
Why?
Hayate's not that
No,
good.
Hayate is taking all of the Shimakaze and the Harugumo, putting it into a nice little hybrid ship, and then realizing both of those really do not fucking work.
Why would you play
And the
Hayate when
black-
you can play Black? Wait,
Exactly.
wait,
Yeah,
no,
love
right
my
there.
Hayate.
This is
No,
a
thank
genuine
you,
question.
Red.
This is a
Is
genuine
black-
question.
Play Hayate,
Personal bias.
alright, Jay.
This is a
That's
genuine.
personal bias.
This is a genuine question, though. Why would you ever play Hayate when Black Shima exists?
Right there.
I
Exactly.
have black.
If you know how to
I have
use
Hayate.
Black, if you know how to use Black Shima, if you know how to use Black Shima, the guns are more worthwhile. You have better burst
Yep.
DPM.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
100%.
we don't have one.
Doesn't it have rapid reload too now? Is that what it has?
Black Shima has rapid reload too, so you get like
Yeah.
a 3-second gun
Yeah.
reload with it going.
which is not bad. You're chunking.
Which
15K
yeah,
every
like
3 seconds.
it really is not bad guns
No.
when you have rapid reload. When you have rapid reload going, we should clarify when it's up.
Yeah, why would... yeah, otherwise this really... Like, what is Hayate supposed to do now?
It's pretty much just the basic IG and DD, but you know, why would you turn into a Shima like what once or twice when you can turn into a Shima the whole game of Black Shima?
Unless you do have what's his bucket?
Makawa.
Yeah, Makawa.
You
Hayate.
need to get Makawa
which,
for the second torp reload booster.
yeah, if you have Makawa, Hayate is definitely maybe low competitive or even niche more or less. But it's right now off that.
The problem is that
high playable.
The problem is that you're made to. The problem is that it's just it gets outclassed by a lot of the you know more versatile DDs. Hayate's still good. Like playable's not a bad spot for it. It's just that it doesn't really fit in competitive anymore. Now that Black Shima is here.
Now I luckily only seem to have forgotten one on this one. Matt, do I need to create? Yeah, no. Do I need to create a trick Talonary now?
A tricked what?
Henry.
Yeah, the lighthouse Henry.
Yes.
No.
No. Okay, no. Does it
really
move?
need to though.
Does it? Yeah, no.
Need
That
one.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Is do we need to make one really quick? I don't feel like we
Okay.
do.
Okay.
But-
Hold on. A Philippi with a camo, yes. I feel like it. Okay. Okay. It's high niche, low competitive, so it moves it a little bit, but it can still fit into that niche category because the AA is so crap and it's so big.
That's where I was like, I think the Henri, even with Lighthouse build, I've tested it out on my own, or on my press account. I don't think it moves the needle enough. It does make it a different play style, and it is viable and it's viable now, in my opinion. It's viable now. Anyone else want to say anything?
build?
Yeah, the Lighthouse build. The Lighthouse build, I think, is viable.
Not necessarily
Buffs.
better, but it's viable.
Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah.
Because now it's like 9-second reload on HE. Like it's got pretty good HE.
Well, now you have really good gun range in Henry.
Yeah.
It almost feels like an inaccurate version of pre-nerf Bosfa.
Oh, God forbid you put an.
Oh my
upper
god,
mule
yeah,
on it.
right? Jesus, that is accurate.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh.
Look at that. Homie having a nice thought.
No, that's
All right,
that's just not something I would compare it to. Like that was actually just like one of those like, wow, that just it's like that new portion of the brain just unlocked. It's like, wow.
New quest unlocked. New quest unlocked.
New side quest unlocked. Yeah, Henri though, even the base Henri is niche. Even with Felipe, it's just niche. It always is because it's just that play style. Especially with CV, is it gonna work or not? It's such a fun ship though. I love the Henri.
Alright, well let's get to another cruiser that Sly kind of despises.
Actually, this one I'm gonna let you guys do it.
Which ship?
Yes,
Yep,
Hindenburg.
I'm gonna let you guys take it
Hindenburger.
over because I
Competitive.
Okay, this is
not
no. Hindenburg is really hard to rank.
Well, there's two versions of Hindenburg. There's two versions of Hindenburg.
Yeah,
Tricked and not
so
tricked.
this
I
is
would say
stock, right?
probably
This is
low
stock.
competitive.
Okay, so
for
where would we put stock?
Base.
Where would we put stock?
yeah base.
low competitive.
Niche.
Doc Hindenburg.
Fuck Hindenburg.
I think high playable.
Playable.
Low
like-
niche.
Low niche. Low niche.
Yeah,
Low niche, okay. Go low niche.
I still
I think
say
Trick Hindenburg goes to competitive. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, now
I
with
don't-
the range buffs, you get over 14-kilometer gun range with leg mod and
So-
everything.
13 kilometer
Oh, God
range.
forbid you put an AP cam on it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think a lot of people thought that the Hindenburg buff on the range is like, oh, that's exactly what it needed. That's just one part of the equation of it, of what it needs. It's not.
It needs AP bend buff.
It's comfortable now. In my opinion, I think that's where I'd like to say is that it is comfortable.
What do
The
we need
Hindenburg.
in secondaries? Like,
I can see that.
It'd be
That's
cool,
not-
but it wouldn't. It'd be cool, but it
Yeah.
wouldn't
Not
fundamentally
changing,
change it.
yeah. No, I think
It's
what it
not.
needs is better AA or better mobility. Because right
Where's
now
the
it's
air
too
defense
easy to
part one
nuke.
for
It's
that?
too easy to nuke. It is ungodly. I ran into a Trichtenberg, and I know it was Trichtenberg because I knew exactly the play that I was playing against, and my Moskva with a level 6 commander annihilated it. It's just the Hindenburg. It's just
Okay,
more
but
comfy.
Moscow's Moscow.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
Monster
sure.
was Monster.
But then again, wait, Matt, let me balance it. It was me.
Oh, okay.
And I do know that player is 70%. The person was a 70. It was basically a 1v1. So it was one of those rare occurrences where someone was like, "Oh, you went this way? I went this way. Let's go."
All right. Oh, let's get to a ship that everyone wants.
Oh my god, I want
the
this
ship that everyone wants in their port.
Okay.
What ship?
Incomp.
Incomp.
Wait, everyone, do we give this to Granddad? Do we give this to Granddad?
Does Granddad want to speak about it?
What is there to say about it? It's good.
It's incomparable.
It's incomparable. It's meta.
Incomp.
It's meta.
I feel like it's kind of a little bit of like a one-trick pony a little.
See, but it's
Incomp is a really hard one to rank because it does have those really massive guns that smash like a truck, but
it also takes a lot of damage.
Everything hates turning.
But it also has a lot of health.
Bro, wait, but that concealment though.
Yeah, and that concealment as well.
I will say I've been competitive, and 3/4 of my health has been yoinked off my buffalo.
Yep, Granddad.
Cruiser concealment with some of the best guns in the game is just a phenomenal combination. And while it does have bad armor, Incomparable's hitboxes are actually fairly good. This isn't a St. Vincent situation where everything smashes your enormous deck hitbox and pulls you out of the game early. It's actually fairly trollish to shoot at.
Oh, it is. It is.
The ship is phenomenal. I wish Wargaming would...
Okay.
Wish Wargaming would actually make it available.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's a hard one to rank because nobody has it.
It is a hard one.
Price isn't incomparable.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now concealment.
Bro, incomparable. If you have the concealment camo, this outspots Genon, which is just crazy.
Oh yeah, no.
Dude,
Yeah.
This is better than Genon concealment.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
if you have the concealment camo, you have to have the concealment camo.
It is.
Yeah.
You need to have the concealment camo.
In my opinion, Incomp, just do this. It's a skill cam. It will die immediately if it gets hit by like a Vermont and like it gets focused. But at the same time, the Incomp has so much tools to it. So
welcome back, Steve, to the shenanigans. You're gonna troll us?
Well, we're not there to we got a few more for a carrier. We got a few more. I want that.
Oh, well, this is the ship that Steve is very near and dear to Steve's heart.
Oh, Genon. Okay.
Genon.
I don't think I have to say anything. It goes right into meta. This has the highest torque potential, and it's incredibly good guns. It's just the only thing it sucks at is actually really killing DDs. And even then, it's still not bad. That's about it.
Also struggles against cruisers. Something like Minotaur hard counters Genon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Granddad was going to say that.
If you face a high DPM cruiser like Minnow,
you're
let's
done
just
for
say
it.
you're fucked.
It's incredibly one-sided.
Heaven forbid you encounter a Hindenburg in Genon.
Bro, if Genon...
God, you're gonna get sick prices.
Oh my god, more people.
If Genon faces Regolo or Kleber, rest in peace.
Des Moines.
Oh yeah, you're never gonna hit those.
Yeah, you're never gonna hit Kleber or Regolo.
But can we...
8 cruisers that can kill Genon. So yeah.
But come on, Genon just has so much power to it, and it's so much easier than Zao. It's got the potential of Zao, but the easy, absolutely simple way of getting away with the fuel smoke. It's so
you don't have to worry about CVs.
Yeah, you got great AA.
So you fix one of the Zao's problem, which is that the CV screws you. But in Genon, if they go for you, they just get deplaned eventually.
Yeah, like is anyone disagreeing with meta? Is anyone disagreeing with meta? No, I think that okay. Yeah,
it can still explode though, like a Genon. You can still explode.
Yeah, but a Minotaur can die, and that's going up there anyway. So,
well played Genon is obnoxious to play against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you
the problem. It takes hands.
Well,
that's a lot. That's gonna be a lot of them. That's gonna be a good thing with a lot of the meta ships that a lot of them do take skill.
Yeah, it was like daring take skill.
That's actually good.
That's right there. Like,
this tier maker is based off.
Let's
of
put it
if you have
low better for now.
Well, no, this tier maker is based off of capabilities of a ship.
I'm not saying Genon is bad, but
the ship meta,
it does have some shortcomings.
Yeah, capability. The Genon has an absolute capability of shutting down a flank, of preventing a Kerfers from pushing. It has the capability of pushing all of the competitive from pushing.
That is
period.
Yeah, that zoning doesn't.
Yeah. It has a lot. That's why I was like, no, Genon has the capability of being meta, and it should be in meta because it's just all it can do. Exactly. It does require hands. It does, and you will be deleted just like any other light cruiser at tier 10. Period. I don't like that, but it's just the amount of torpedoes can shut down a flank. Even if you're in a 5 DD game, you are still usable in that, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
So
playing a battleship and seeing a Genon on the enemy team is just a nightmare because they're going to turn circles at 9 kilometers, dipping in and out of detection range, and you spend your whole game dodging. That basically summarizes it.
And then they start. If you get flooded, then they start getting the fires, and then it turns into a monster of a ship once you get left alone against it.
And then you hit them with a broadside, and it all overpens because you hit the bow by mistake. Oh, it's a nightmare.
Oh no, bro! Don't even get me started on hitting the bow or the stern of Genon.
Oh my god.
Oh, that bow is 0.
Okay, I think I'm gonna be able to get the Khabarovsk here because I think the only one who's gonna defend Khabarovsk at all is Hiromi. Base.
Okay,
Base
it's okay.
Goes into needs fixing. Tricked goes into barely played.
I agree with that. I don't care.
I will say, I will agree. Tricked Kaba is and actually not that bad. Tricked Kaba is actually not that bad.
Sadly, power crept.
Yeah.
Tricked Kaba isn't that bad.
It's good.
Yeah.
We want to salute to this comrade here.
Alright, Kleber.
What's with you?
Kleber.
Would you like to introduce us to Kleber? Would you like to introduce us to Kleber?
I want to see what everyone else puts it for. So
okay.
Like it randoms is gonna be tracked just because you time travel them.
For Kleber, the capabilities of what it can do in a flank, I'd actually say it goes into niche because you're not always going to be applicable in the flank. But at the same time, when it goes in and it becomes a wolf in the the hen house, oh god, this ship is good. But its arcs and its torp range hold it back so damn hard.
Kleber is so strong though when you have the potential. It's so strong.
But once again, that really puts it right in niche. Is that it just there are some games where it's ungodly powerful and other games where it's just strong.
I want to hear what other people rank it.
Yeah, I was gonna agree with Matt. Niche is so strong it goes into competitive.
Same thing with Austin.
Is niche so strong?
You just harass DDs, you can harass cruisers, you can harass battleships.
As long as they don't shoot back.
I think Kleber is meta because...
Even if they shoot back, what are
whoa! Meta?
Okay, no,
I don't think Kleber meta just because carriers.
No.
Hey guys,
they hard counter you.
Okay, no carriers do not hard counter you. I literally dodged some of the best CV players with ease. Like, they can't predict the speed is too much for them.
I know about that, but the fact they're spotting you, that is already a problem.
Not really, you're so fast.
Like, they're spotting before you shoot.
No, if you weren't spotted in Kleber, you're doing it wrong.
It's so hard.
Okay, what can
I know it can be hard to strike one, but oh god.
What can
I can see competitive, but I can't see meta yet.
Nothing can
I don't
Kleber.
agree.
Just because
Kleber can hunt almost every ship in the game apart from a few, like 5 cruisers counter it. That's it. We're not even counter it. They just like you can't get close enough to them. Like Kleber can fight every DD. He can fight every light cruiser. It can even fight Austin. What DD can fight Austin? Kleber, like it's an insane shit. You have rapid reload.
Can it fight the Austin? Can it though? Can it?
Yes, it can.
Okay, maybe in your
hands,
but
you can't fight Austin.
You outrange Austin with Kleber with historical camo. You outrange Austin.
That is true. Okay, never mind. Okay, there's some right now.
I'll win 1v1 in like a random match, and Igom did nothing, and the only reason why he won is because
if it's random, it will go into better, but competitive wise, it kind of lacks.
I think there is a meta ship that pushes it out.
No.
Yes.
No.
Which ship?
Yes.
It's better than that ship.
Marceau does not. Okay, it's better
Marceau,
random.
No.
But Kleber has its own niche, which is the rapid reload.
Exactly.
Marceau's problem is
then that pushes it more towards niche. That pushes it more towards niche though.
They are on battleship storms. You can do like 3.5k salvos with rapid.
Yeah, Kleber is nasty. Kleber is nasty.
Yeah. You can kill battleships so fast if you swap. You get 6 off, and you swap, get the other 6 off, rapid reload AP, like to detonate so fast.
Better at farming, better at
I can see that one. I can see that one coming, Steve.
Okay, you know what, Steve? I will pull it out of niche. I'll agree with that. Out of niche, I don't.
Okay, yeah, there's no way it's niche. There's no way.
There's no way.
Yeah, I don't think it's
niche. Competitor.
No way it's niche, but
no way it's niche.
I'll put it in competitive just because it.
You can even HE spam if you want. Like you can do that.
I know,
like,
I know.
Yeah.
It's very well rounded. There's
I
nothing.
love how you guys are just arguing fuck chips and I'm over here fucking preparing dinner.
That's how it works, dude. After 3-hour stream, and we're not even halfway done. Like I'm gonna take a quick bio break after Kremlin.
Oh, dude, I'm making you chicken corn on blue.
I'm surprised you guys
Send me
still
some.
have this.
No,
like,
we're doing it. We're doing it.
I fought full health Smolensk on 6k health, and I killed him, and he took off like 3k health from me because I was so hard to hit, and I was just spamming him from AP from max range, and I got like 3 citadels on it because I was getting all full pins, and it's just crazy.
I do like Kleber. I just don't see it as meta because God, that it has 0 AA, it has 0 height ability.
Is better,
it's just speed. It's just speed.
Let's just put in the average player's hands.
Yeah. No, actually, I'd say even in the meta with everything going on, I think that it's still like, I could agree with competitive just because it's AP slaps. It does, and it can it can. But I think
it's insane.
It can be just as good as Rogolo at hunting DDs.
Oh yeah,
I can see that, but if it's
I don't think
regular Kleber,
I think Rogolo's way easier.
I've killed DDs just as quick with Kleber, if not quicker, than with Rogolo.
Don't fall for the trick though. Don't run that leg mod. Don't fall for the trick.
I do.
Don't run that leg mod. Oh my god.
Yep, I do.
You want to run double propulsion.
Yeah. Alright, let's talk about Kremlin. We have a tricked in the base version.
Not again.
Hey, Sly,
needs fixing. Needs fixing.
Soulfire's here. Soulfire's here.
Yeah, I came in
because that is base Kremlin.
Yeah. Okay. So base Kremlin.
Not trick.
No, we'll give it to Soulfire.
If it's trick Kremlin up.
No, everyone hold.
Just to super simplify this, based and tricked out Kremlin can go right into low playable for the average players because you're such a big ship. Yeah, you're tanky. The legendary mod it helps versus certain ships and obviously hinders you against others, but good players know where to target Kremlins. So if your positioning isn't perfect in a match and if you can't handle the aiming of those guns, it's like I think it's above needs fixing, but just barely.
So
that's kind of my point.
So,
but for me, it doesn't go above needs fixing.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the ship. I absolutely love the ship. I've played it without the legendary mod. I played it with the legendary mod, but it's not a fun ship. It's actual work to play the ship because you have to be so mindful of where you're at, and it's not
that's
easy.
kind of Kremlin's problem. You have so many things to be aware of. Like whereas in
I
other
mean,
BBs you don't.
Work, but it's a fucking job playing that ship.
It has that. Kremlin has that infamous bow that eats shit.
The sterns work
unless you're running leg mod.
But the stern's the weak. Stern is the real.
The stern is the weak point. Well, the bow is actually good against DDs because the bow will bounce or semi-pen DD shells. But the stern is the weakness. The stern is 100% the weakness.
The stern is basically standard BB armor, so you eat
But
shit from it as well.
It's a good ship. It's a capable ship in the right person's hands. But like I said, you got to juggle so much stuff with that ship to make it work. That really, like I said, realistically, both
why
of them
even
are playable.
bother playing Kremlin?
So I would say Kremlin is great for pushing yourself as a BB commander in order to be better at shooting. So in my opinion, base Kremlin in the current meta, it's barely playable. It's just ekes right out of need fixing. I know it does need some changes, but I don't think it needs it as much as Grosvoy, Kaba, or Golden.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Kremlin has 0 range. Battleship evolving.
But at the same time, those guns hit like a truck. They are incredibly strong. Yes, if you can hit. And remember, we're talking about the capabilities of the ship, not necessarily the capabilities of the player behind it.
Like The guns feel like 0 set chance though.
Yeah. And then
Nah, I mean,
Tricked Kremlin.
That's kind
Tricked
of
Kremlin,
tragic for shells with such a massive caliber.
especially with something that I've learned recently from a player who plays Kremlin incredibly well. From Part.
I know who exactly you're talking about. and
Part, the legend himself.
Yep. I've talked to him as I actually was going to put it in low competitive, but I'd actually agree with Niche because the problem is if you get into a heavy cruiser game, the Tricked Kremlin is a goddamn menace on the field. It will citadel, it will take out everything, it will just eliminate everything. But in a elongated, long-range battle, the Tricked Kremlin, God, you're putting a lot of effort in for not that much more benefit. So it's so much effort to make the Kremlin work. It's so much. It's rewarding, but oh my God, is it so much effort?
It's just
like I said, that's why I put it out because I know Part. Like
the
I face
reward
Part
is just
every
not to
week
scale with the effort you
Soviet
put in.
battle.
That is just tragic.
Yeah, it's so much effort for so little reward, and I say low niche. This is like that's why Tricked Kremlin, like I think in the Battleship one made sense, but in this one, Tricked Kremlin,
like non-Tricked
borderline, yeah.
It
ekes
I don't know
it. That's why I say misremember. It's like it ekes into playable. It ekes into playable because if you can make those arcs work, good lord, this ship is consistent. It actually can, but you have to really do a lot of effort.
This ship with upresizing is horribly inaccurate.
Yeah.
It has
no.
It has the worst dispersion of all BBs in the game.
It has the worst dispersion, but it also has the best dispersion.
But if you have the precise aim, yes, but if you don't, that ship becomes horribly inaccurate.
It's too inaccurate. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't have an issue with the accuracy as much, but like I said, just when you look at everything else and compare it to the other ships, the other tier 10 BBs out there, it's good and I love it, and it pains me to put it as low as I'm putting it, but like I said, playable for both
so
of them.
far, Kremlin is nowhere near good. Yamato is good, but Kremlin's problem is it has no range.
Yamato's different. Yamato's
the accuracy is not lining up as well.
No, Kremlin needs something, but I think it ekes. It's not as bad as the other needs fixing ones.
I think
it needs something to encourage getting closer to mitigate that dispersion problem.
Yeah,
I think that's what they really need to do is don't touch the obviously don't touch the low end of the dispersion, the high end. Kick it down about 10%.
Yeah, and I think it was like 5%.
It should have a better dispersion than Colombo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's rough. This is the Kremlin is the ship that if you want to push yourself as a battleship player or in general and have a really like skillful play, Kremlin can push that to the extreme, but you could also do that in any other battleship and push it to the extreme and do a lot better in it. It's just
yeah.
But I think Trick Kremlin is niche. It's certain, on NA, I would much rather prefer a non-trick
result. So why bother?
Yeah,
there's like two of us that play it on NA, and there's two. If you're going to see anybody in it, you're going to see me or you're going to see Part in it, and that's all you see in it. If anybody else is playing it, I rip it apart because I know where to aim on it.
Yep, exactly. All right, everyone. Yes, we've been going for nearly an hour and a half. Any quick take bio break. We'll go on to M right after this. Be right back.
We start M with one of the worst things to start, bro.
Okay, cool, awesome. Red, this is your stream. Go.
What's on the spot?
Oh God.
I think I already know what we're talking about.
Actually, while we're here, everyone, the last ship in the tier list is called the San Martin. While we're at it, while we're here,
Martin.
We're not gonna make that sanitizer mistake again.
Oh God, no! Please, no.
Where does it go?
What? Of course not, man. We're not sly.
Vlad, what's the next ship in queue?
Malta.
We'll get
to it when Sly's here, but we can all assume where Malta goes.
Y'all can assume it, and I really hate
let me get my CV perspective on that.
My voice on it.
Where's Steve? Someone needs to get Steve back on for the Manfred eventually.
Steve.
Yes, Steve for Manfred.
Well, we need Steve for Manfred because Steve is the Manfred legend. Oh, thank you. Here you go. We summoned him.
There we go.
Steve needs to be ready for the Manfred.
Where's the tier list Hakakun gave me? Hold on.
Steve, we have two CVs coming up.
Yeah, I know.
Nerfed Malta we don't see them all that much. But if you have Cunningham,
We're not there yet, man. Wait for Sly to get back. We're not there yet.
My,
all that.
We're going a little too
hold
far
your
ahead, bro.
horses, we're not there yet.
I'm just gonna grab something to eat.
I'm spoiling.
I'm gonna go grab some.
Yeah, stop spoiling, man. Come on now.
Well, I'm not fucking saying it again, so fuck you guys.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay.
Get out the chat, man.
Get out the chat, man.
Okay.
Red in charge of the
I got him
chat.
deafened. We're good now. I got him muted.
Inmates running the stream. Yep, inmates are running the stream. Absolutely.
Sly, we get started off with a
I
bang.
got him muted. I'm being a good
Okay,
audience.
Malta. I think Malta needs no introduction.
Malta
goes right into meta.
Oh, this is Granddad's favorite texture shift to play in the game, right?
It's just so easy. It's just so.
Mine, you go first. You go first.
I'll probably take this one. Randoms is broken.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say in randoms is broken.
Oh.
But in competitive,
no.
Not that it matters. Not that it matters. Not that it matters in competitive.
No, even not good.
There's no carriers. There's no carriers in competitive.
Yeah, there's no carriers.
In a more competitive situation, I mean.
Yeah.
I would rather be in a Haku or a Manfred.
Okay,
Oh yeah, man, I'd rather take the Manfoot over the Haku.
Yeah,
Malta,
that's true.
Okay, I'll say this. Malta is the best CV for the average player, or the average CV player.
Yeah.
You have plenty of plane house. You can't lose your squadrons. They reload. They don't reload fast, but the squadrons are so small that they
really
there's not many planes to
quick prep
reload
time
fast.
because of that.
Yeah, they had the slowest preparation time.
It's
but because,
insane.
yeah, okay.
That's why the
Here's
small
why Malta's
squadrons they
broken.
hit like a truck.
Here's
Just
why
because
Malta's
cover
broken.
bombs.
When you go for DFA 2 ships, they could even take out your whole squadron, but you'll get back before the air defense even comes back up. DFA 3 reloads quicker, but DFA 2 ships, yeah, like you get back before the damage controls even back. That's how fast the planes reload. So it's just super easy for average players.
And it's
Personally,
super
I don't enjoy
annoying.
it too much because it's so easy. It's like midway. It's not too easy for me to enjoy, but like the average player, this is the best CV for them to pick up.
Yeah, it is super.
Yeah,
easy.
probably so.
Well, I
It's a
remember
farming simulator. You click
midway
targets,
as well.
they burn them by.
Yep.
Exactly.
In a nutshell, Malta is the best spot farming carrier.
No, it is.
Oh yeah.
No question on that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, midway isn't even better for randoms because if
Midway.
you
We'll get to midway.
overreliant
We'll get
on
to
the
midway. I was just anecdotally
way
going that
overreliant.
midway and Malta are my highest damage CVs in my press account because they're so easy to play.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, no,
It's
Manfred.
midway.
I think Manfred. I think we can definitely say. I know Steve, you and I. Which, by the way, if anyone hasn't seen the amazing podcast that Steve and I did, and you want to learn how to play this
Like
ship,
even
which
after
I
I
like that.
talked to Steve, I'm
It's
moving
competitive.
Manfred way up.
It's competitive. It's just a super solid carrier. I wouldn't say it's meta, but it feels like the most balanced carrier at tier 10.
Well, there's no fire gimmick to it, so you can't get hit for the triple fire gameplay.
Like, I don't mind. I don't mind as
I'm
a
gonna
surf
argue
ship.
moving it to meta. I'll argue moving it to meta slide.
No, I think it's too
Low
hard.
Meta, no, high meta.
No.
I don't know about that.
You do have that massive AP bomb alpha though.
Yeah, you have that
I
AP bomb alpha, but you
And the bombers
your
are
planes
accurate.
die.
The bombers are pretty accurate, except like when I feel like every time I go for a destroyer, they never hit.
You want to talk about
Yeah.
Regola, Steve? You want to talk about the
Yeah.
Regola, Steve? You want to talk about the Regola against the Manfred? You know how many times I've been
Trust that DD like is nothing.
I've been 10K'd by Manfred dive bombers 3 times in Regola now. It's a reoccurring thing.
Yeah.
Well, if
No.
you know, if you're
Yeah.
talking about destroyers, just bring Elbing. Just Elbing versus Manfred.
I don't think that in the meta Manfred deserves meta. I think it's definitely high competitive, especially in the right hands. It is dangerous.
It kind of sucks in randoms.
No, I agree. Definitely, it's competitive.
But in more competitive situations, Manfred goes to meta.
I think if there was tier 10 ranked, I think Manfred would be very high up there.
Oh yeah,
I agree with that.
Manfred would be
Manfred is only
fine, but-
slightly lacking behind Malta though, but it's definitely higher than Nakamo. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's definitely higher than
Yeah.
Okay,
I-
It has to be higher than Nakamo, so it
For
has to go to
me-
meta. Or
No.
you're lowering Nakamo to niche.
No, Nakimov's not niche.
No,
Because
they can. You know, Nakimov can be low.
plays-
Nakimov can be low competitive, and Manfred can be high competitive.
Yeah, but
Nakimov is honestly high niche, just because the planes are
I think
so
you
little
you,
edge.
you missed out on not joining in soon enough. You didn't wake up early enough.
Bro, we're not gonna go back. We're gonna be taking
Dude, I
time
can't
off.
wake up at 5 a.m. So yeah.
Nakimov has great
Well,
alpha
good.
strike, the same as Manfred, but
Sounds
like
like
with
a silly
Nakimov,
mime.
you can put dive bombers in and get fires, and then hold your dwarves. Like the bombs hit.
I know
really good in
how it
Nakimov.
works, Steve.
Yeah, I know, but it's not.
But then
This
again,
is
it just
educational
requires
for
more
everyone
effort.
watching. Don't think that anyone. You know, we have
I would
30 plus
I would
watching.
agree
So
with you that Manfred's meta. But
Like
the fact
if we can
sucks
rearrange
DDs, then it sucks
play
for
the
DDs.
rankings, put Manfred in front of Nakimov.
Okay, we could do that at the end. It's like,
how's that?
Just
Put
put Manfred in front
Nakimov
of
at the
Nakimov
bottom.
just to clarify.
Okay, perfect. I'll do that.
Thank you. For me, Manfred's meta, but like,
if that makes you feel better.
Yeah, that makes me feel better. This is just cringe to see Nakimov going in front of a Manfred.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so are we good on the Manfred? 'Cause I figured.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I was like, I think Manfred, as much as I love it and it's fun, I think it's just there's better carriers overall in the random meta and everything, but yeah, it's still good. It's still good. I enjoyed the ship, and I know Red and I ranked this
I have
really
different thoughts
high.
on the DD tier maker. I was gonna say it's
In
not
the
as good as you put it.
in the regular scene of tier 10 Red, I think I want to say competitive.
I think I was gonna say
It's-
it's not, I don't think it's as good as Kleber, because Kleber has more potential, but it's a low competitive chip. I think it's a low competitive
So
chip.
it's right there. You know, it matches up with Mime's idea where it needs to be behind the Colbert, but you know.
Hey, Granddad, how's the face facing the Marceau and Hourglass, Granddad? How's it face? How's it feel? How's it feel facing the Marceau?
I wouldn't know. You always spawn on the opposite flank and clear it before I get over there.
It's a great time facing the Marceau. He's a great
Yeah,
time.
Marcel's a fantastic, especially after the buffs. It is such a good, solid DD at tier 10.
It's a slightly easier Kleber because you have slightly better concealment, so it doesn't get punished.
You
as
lose
badly,
out on
but-
the AP, which
But
is
you lose out, but
questionable.
Kleber rewards you though for being a better player though. It will reward you for being a better player.
Yeah, but Marceau, it's more of a torque boat. So if you want a fast torque boat that also has decent guns at close range, like it's a good. I almost want to say
No, it still has
a
really
good
good
like
guns. Like,
French
you still
Italian
the guns
DD
are
hybrid.
still amazing. I give you
Like,
that.
you still dominate
Well, not
DD.
amazing,
Besides-
but still giga good.
Like you're not gonna outgun Regolo or Kleber, but you have the DPM to pretty much out DPM every other destroyer. So
Yeah, no, it's
Again,
incredible.
Nevsky DPM.
well, actually, there's another DD that has almost exactly the same DPM as Nevsky now.
All right, everyone, let's talk about probably a bad ship for the first one of the M's, Marseille.
Needs fixing, probably.
It's barely playable.
Who the fuck is saying that?
It's like Hydra.
No. As much as I find it interesting, and I would love this to be a niche, I want it to be a niche. That's what I want it to be in. I don't want it to be in competitive. I don't want it to be meta. I want it to be a niche. But dear lord, that DPM sucks. Outside of rapid reload, it sucks. It's barely playable. It's arguable needs fixing, but I still think it's actually usable. A lot of people are sleeping on the HE. That's actually what I'm finding, is a lot of people are sleeping on the HE. Which is odd, because it should be using AP.
Okay, yeah.
Marseille.
Okay, Sly.
Yeah.
You go shoot HE. You do you. Okay?
No, Matt.
Doesn't fit any.
Matt, what I'm trying to say, I'm making it work using HE. I'm not saying it's good.
Okay.
I'm just saying,
the only time it works is whenever the AP pins.
And that's rare.
Yeah, the AP pins.
That's pretty
really
rare.
bad.
No,
It's
no,
really bad.
I don't think it's low playable. I think it is like the definition of playable. Because it requires
rough.
islands. It does.
It's
it does
rough.
require islands.
It's
You
rough,
basically
though.
need to hug an island, and you get Russia fucked.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just Marseille. It needs something. It needs a niche, and hugging an island is not a niche. There's way better versions of that. Let's talk about Mecklenburg.
Mecklenburg!
The fuck you say to me about that vote in my presence because
Low
I
competitive
won your
because it
favor.
has such amazing accuracy. Not Slava amazing, but still amazing.
No, it's competitive, and I'll tell you why. Is like a Mecklenburg main.
It is competitive.
It's competitive, but it's not meta. It's got FTG armor. That's like your first problem. It's tier 9 armor. It sucks. When you're trying to get, especially in long range engagements, I can't take on a Yamato at long range, and I can't take on a Slav at long range. Same with a Republic. Those are the 3 I struggle against. And then you want to talk about getting lit on fire with German armor. It's just like, Jesus. Same with going against DDs. It's not really a DD hunter, which I guess you could classify it as kind of, but for the most part, it's just, it's good. It's better for.
It's kind of a sniping ship, I give you that.
As much as everyone seems to say it's
content.
sniping, I'm sorry, I've never seen this ship as a sniper. It is an absolute shotgun.
You know what? I
It
don't
does
think it's
not-
very good either. I don't think it's
It
very
can't
good
pen.
So
either.
the way that I figured out how it works is you go in, you kind of play a little bit defensively at the start, you see where everybody's positioned, then you kind of hug up against a rock, come around the side, and just deal explosive amounts of damage with your torps. You get into torp range, and once you get into torp range, then the DPM comes. Because those machine gun-like auto secondaries are going to ruin anybody's day. And then
Then
you get the
I will
torps on
take
'em with the-
Schlieffen any day of the week, twice on Sunday, and compare it to it.
Then Schlieffen.
Yeah, I look at the Schlieffen.
That is a
and I'm like,
horrible way to play Mecklenburg, and I play the Mecklenburg horribly.
Yeah.
well, I mean, as someone who got a 201,000 damage game in the Mecklenburg playing like that, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, Mecklenburg is niche. It's not in the tier 10 meta of it all. It does not have consistent games. It does not have consistent games.
Low niche. Yeah, put it in low niche.
No, okay,
you
I
don't know how
wouldn't
to
say it's
play.
low niche. I think it is niche. Because
Yeah, it's
low niche
niche.
is a little bit hard.
It's a side grade. It's a side grade to the
You might as well
GK.
play Schlieffen, man.
It's a side grade to the. It's side grade. It's a side grade to the GK, and the GK just does everything it does more consistently.
Yeah.
What you should be doing in a Mecklenburg is farm BSS and that's it.
DK at 10 kilometers. No, you can't. I didn't say
Yes,
no.
I have.
Yeah,
done it.
I'd
I
like
don't
to know
wanna
what
hear
you're
it.
sniping in
Shut
a
up.
Mecklenburg. Okay, I'm sorry, I have not seen that.
I managed to hit a gearing he was half health. It was a gearing, and I absolutely obliterated him at 10.5
There's a gearing. There's a gearing.
God.
We're talking
I
about
don't care.
gearing.
It's a DD.
Wait,
It doesn't
everyone-
matter.
The thing is,
It has
fucking
a
What's
niche,
not a
Jackson.
time?
Has a thick belt.
Everyone's like, it's niche. It's niche. Yeah,
No,
no, it's like
I will.
Put it in niche. Put it in niche.
Sorry. You,
Jacksonburg,
okay, you-
Jackson. Send me some gameplay.
Like
Send me some
every
gameplay
game
that you play.
competitive, but otherwise
Yeah.
niche.
Yeah, no. It looks like Romy is saying that Marseille has a similar treatment as Petro. Yeah, it's not that good.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Soulfire, it's niche. Jackson, yeah, no. Mecklenburg is niche. I actually think that even the BB tier maker,
Yeah, it's niche. It's
I think we overranked it, but that's just because I really suck at the Mecklenburg. So I just never got any good games. I just never got any good games.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that is kind of a bruh moment. That
So,
really is kind of a bruh.
that's why I was like,
agree with
tell me what you guys all think, because I just could never get a good game into it. So, and that happens.
Maybe it's just me then. I don't know. I like everybody else looks at me. They're like, hey, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Dumb shit. Watch this 100K game." What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
then again, in a Schlieffen, I'll just do dumb shit and do 160K anyways.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know.
Yeah,
well,
that's
and
kind of
that's
the problem.
you know,
So much better.
I play the Mecklenburg like you play the Schlieffen, and I'm.
I'll
I'm
try
not,
that
I'm not
stupidity
phased by
next
it.
time. I'll try it. I'll try it next stream.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
check
try
out.
it. It's really fun. It's really dumb, and it shouldn't work, but it does. Also, by the way, rapid secondary overload 3 for Mecklenburg, please. That's my petition.
That's true. That's true.
Love of God. Yes.
No.
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 Yes, secondary overload. Yes.
Yes.
Hydro.
No.
Hydro.
Okay. Let's move on to it, everyone. Everyone,
Move on.
we're moving on
on.
because we need to get this done. I've been streaming for 3 hours. Okay, we're already going long tonight. Okay, let's not make it any longer. Steve.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Where's my opinion on this?
I think
because I already know
okay,
yours.
you know what? Hold on.
Bruh.
I think it's not better.
It
than
will be
Mother.
controversial, but
No,
I'm
no,
putting
listen.
Midway
Shh.
into.
Wait.
Mine,
listen.
Do I need to mute you, Mr. Mime? Thank you.
Yes.
Steve, go.
I'll go left.
Okay.
Fucking on top.
Midway is worse than FDR. It's worse. It's not even close. Like, it's not even close to Okoyu. It's not even close to Malta. So, like, it has to be competitive. It's not even close to those other CVs. It's on the same level as Nakamov and
okay, now Mr. Mike.
It's way easier. And it could be better.
Okay, my opinion, it will be a little bit controversial. Actually, very controversial. Midway goes straight to. Actually,
competitive.
It's not gonna go above niche because it's it's good for beginners.
Me?
Like Midway is good for beginners, but that's kind of it.
Yeah, I got Blitz going for competitive as well. Anyone else want to speak up? You know,
okay,
it's like
I agree with you.
If it is competitive, it will be low competitive.
Okay, I just want to say something.
Like lower than Nakimov.
Okay, I'll put it lower. That's satisfying.
Okay, I want to say something. The normal case is
What is it again, Steve?
Yeah, Steve,
Can you guys
shut
hear
up
me?
there. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Do you guys see me?
Yeah.
Okay. What I was gonna say is the normal case for ships is, like there's might be a bad ship. Like for me, I say Klebeo's meta, because I'm a good player and I can make it meta. I said Shima's meta. Midway's the reverse. For me, Midway's actually shit. Like it's like competitive, maybe niche, like Mime said. And for bad players, it's meta, or just average players.
Yeah, more
so
average
that's how
players
I
is straight to meta, just because it's easy.
Meta.
So you're saying for me it's meta,
exactly.
but for you guys it's playable.
Yeah, but for us, Midway is dog shit.
Exactly what we're saying.
The better you get, the worse Midway is.
Yeah.
Because like you had to rely on RNG, and when you're a good player, you do not want to rely on RNG. You want guarantees. Like Manfred and Nakimov are guarantees.
That's why we like
big
Haku
strikes.
that much.
Same with
That's
Okoyu
why
and
we like
Roosevelt.
Manfred that much.
Anyone else? Is this
Exactly,
making a lot
so
of sense? Because I completely agree. Midway is one of the highest damage CVs. It does? Okay. I was like, I'm a bad CV.
It's only highest damage wherever you get RNG. Without RNG, it's not.
The thing about Midway is like it's the most bullshit drop.
Like if you want to understand what we're talking about, just try and strike a Midway with just try to strike Shimmer with a Midway. Then you understand.
Yeah, and then
sometimes it works,
zero
sometimes
hit.
it doesn't.
Well, then could you guys explain to me why I got 10K by my
sometimes
down
you
lane?
They get all the hits.
Well, CB
Yeah,
buffet
but Sly, he could have
one.
done like 10 drops. He could have done like he
Yeah,
could have
but
done
if
like
it's-
5 drops
if
on
I'm in-
EDs that day and done
Yeah.
no hits, and you were the 5th ED he dropped, and then now he gets good dispersion.
And then
But
you
that
need to
sucks,
wait another
because
30
Okoye,
seconds. So
every time you drop the DD, it's going to be good.
Okay, buffet one. Okay, I think we're good on that one. It's competitive. Let's go with that one. We are on...
yes.
Yep.
Nemetor!
Let's let the
Nemetor.
thesis come out. Let the thesis come out.
I think no, we don't need a thesis because you know what? I'm going to correct what I could not defend against Matt and Alistair on. Minotaur goes right up to fucking meta, and it stays in meta because that is a skill cannon, and that's the definition of it.
With a skilled player, but Smolensk and Jinan are easier to play.
I don't care.
Easier to play
Don't
does
care.
not mean that they are better. Easier to play.
Granddad, you're here now. Defend me.
Oh.
Minute.
Right, Minotaur.
I will defend you.
As far as random battles are concerned, this is absolutely a meta ship. It contests caps, it hunts destroyers, it hunts light cruisers. That's how you win games. Minotaur can hard counter Jinan, which is also quite an asset considering how powerful that ship is. As long as you've got hands, this ship is functional in just about any matchmaking spread.
And
You have
the
the
best
gun
part
output
about
to
it,
kill light ships, and then against heavier ships, you still have excellent evasion. You have the smoke, you have your torpedo armament on both sides. So it prints wins, it prints high damages.
and to add on top of that, if you can play Minotaur, you can play Genon.
Yep.
Can we just have a round of applause for Granddad?
Right. Everyone, round of applause. Give Granddad some love.
Amazing, man. Amazing.
We really need to. I really need to get you on a podcast sometime. Really need to. I don't want to talk about that.
Invite me over for the St. Vincent one.
We're literally gonna
Oh no,
we'll
get to say Vincent soon here. We'll get to say Vincent soon here.
And I'm gonna correct that one too. Because I've played it a little bit, unfortunately, on Asia, but I did see what was going. Yeah, I didn't do so well on Asia. I'm just gonna let you know on that one. Okay, Montana.
Mr. I load 18 St. Vincent. Okay.
Mr. AP sometimes doesn't pen, so my skill is what it requires. So stop judging me. Montana.
Okay, moving on.
Montana. I think it's competitive.
Competitive?
It's just good. It is the definition of good
God,
BB.
don't run the leg mod.
Now I can.
Ooh, Soulfire, where are you on that one? Because Soulfire, he's talked about good.
I mean, he's gonna say it's not necessary. He's gonna say it's not necessary.
Quick sidebar. Sly, I sent you 2 videos to watch after the stream. Sidebar. All right, I'm done. Continue.
Cool. You could have
Soulfire when we
DM'd me there, but you know.
Okay, let just hold on.
For starting players.
When does the stream end? The stream ends when we're done with tier 10. God damn, we're not.
That won't be for a little bit.
We're going until it goes.
Scroll down real quick, Sly, and just show the people how many more we have.
Oh, there's still so many.
Hold up. There's a lot of these that are gift me's though. There's a lot of gift-me's. There's a lot of them that are coming up that are just.
Montana, great starter ship.
Yeah, Montana's a good solid BB.
Okay. The thing with Montana is you have to aim lower than usual, or you're gonna miss.
Yes, the arcs will.
I mean it.
Yeah.
Aim low or you miss.
Yep.
What do we want to know about
The reason I argue against the like mod is
so far coming.
It's basically an improved damage control mod, which is fundamentally useless.
Ooh, Soulfire leg mod.
Montana.
I mean,
leg mod.
I played it without it, and I have the leg mod because I wanted to see what it did. And it takes a while to notice that you don't quite get lit on fire as much as normal. It's not great. I wouldn't recommend people, spend your 5,000 gold for that leg mod. Yeah. Because
it's just not worth it.
Not worth it. It's nice.
But you're trading propulsion for that.
Like I said, it's nice, but it's not needed.
No, it's not good.
And
I will even argue not using it at all. Like, jeez. If you trade propulsion for that, nah.
I don't think that's what he's saying though. I think he's saying that. It's like, hey, if you want to, you can. If not,
it's something. If somebody just unlocks the Montana and they come to me and said, "Hey, I've got 5,000 gold. Should I buy the leg mod?" I'm gonna say you need to wait. Yeah. It's just that simple.
It could have been a better leg mod. I give you that.
Yeah.
What really rubs me the wrong way about that leg mod is that it's basically a worse version of all of your fire resistance and torpedo reduction modules. It's just that they've been put together. It has worse fire resistance than the stock fire res equipment. It has worse fire chance reduction than the stock fire chance reduction equipment. It has worse torpedo reduction than the stock torpedo reduction equipment. The only gimmick is that you get them all put together, but the individual buffs are so small that is it really worth touching?
Yeah.
And you pay
I won't recommend it to new players picking it up. If you've got, I think I've got like 600 games in it. I probably did like half of it without it, half of it with it, and I had the money, the gold to spare, and I bought it because I'm like, well, what's it do? And like I said, it's not a necessary thing. I'm not going to recommend anybody pick it up. You're probably better off running the acceleration, and I like steering in the back end. It's a solid ship though. To me, it's a competitive ship, especially if you have certain.
I agree on that.
Yep. Man, we've been going for a long time. See ya, Alan.
Good man.
Montana is already so good in that department compared to stuff like Yamato. So
it's just good. So
exactly.
All right, let's do some gimmies here. We got Moskva goes right in the meta. This thing is just the most consistent cruiser at tier 10.
Moskva.
Oh,
I thought
you
you
were in
were
the shower.
Oh,
We got back and we're only on Moskva. Incredible.
I know, right?
I know, right?
I'd say it goes right to meta. It is the most consistent.
30-something ships left. Have fun, guys.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't worry, we're gonna go through a few.
Okay,
of them
first
really
lane
quickly.
carriers that will absolutely dumpster on you.
Yep.
Thank you. That's all cruisers.
Second is gigantic.
Yep.
It's a battleship.
So battleship
And
pack the crap out of you, even if you
shit.
try to dodge.
and you smack the crap out of them. The AP pen, it still's good. It's still so good.
Yes, but yeah, it does have these going for it, but you're trading like such a massive hull just to eat shit.
It dumpsters every cruiser in the tier.
Yep. I was like, it's just
yes.
The thing is,
besides Buffalo,
but also it's so consistent. It's so consistent. Period.
Well, yes.
It's got long range, good AP.
If you get in a DPM duel Buffalo, you're not winning the DPM duel Buffalo.
Yeah, but
no,
you're kind of a mini battleship situation, but.
Well, there's another Russian cruiser. There's a lot of these Russian cruisers have that tendency to be that.
Moskva is meta simply because of the range that you have, and it's better than Stalingrad because it's just a little bit.
That's an argument.
Yeah, that's a loaded. That's loaded.
Let's wait on
I thought this was
that.
gonna get
Honestly,
me.
argue Moskva better than Stalingrad, though.
I will say Moskva's better than Stalingrad.
Even though Stalingrad hits like a truck, but Moskva just has better DPM.
Okay, and here's the other thing. In Moskva, you don't get hit for as much as in Stalingrad.
Well, no, the thing is that when you're dodging in Moskva, you present a smaller profile than Stalingrad. Stalingrad's such a big cruiser compared to Moskva. It's a much bigger cruiser compared to Moskva.
Yes, and that's why Moskva.
Well, am I the only one who's going to stand on this hill and defend the Stalingrad?
No, actually, Glad, I'll defend it with you.
DPM is crazy. I don't care if I take a ton of damage.
Yeah, Glad, I'm gonna defend you, but we'll get to the Stalingrad eventually. We'll get to the Stalingrad eventually.
Kite away and run.
Moskva is just the most consistent. It's just, we'll argue about it, but Moskva is just super solid meta. It's just super solid. Napoli, I think this is the definition. As much as Boblin loves it, it's a definition of niche. It's gonna work sometimes, and it's not gonna work other times.
That's fine. That's what the ship is meant to be.
Yeah. It's
Napoli's meant to be a niche ship. It's meant to be a brawler. That's what its whole style is. It's meant to be niche.
It's meant to be niche. So no problems with that. Ohio, I know. I'm gonna say high competitive. But I think it doesn't leave competitive.
I'd agree.
No. Like high competitive. Better than Montana.
Yes.
Better than Black Montana.
Man, I love those 18-inch guns.
That's them fighting words right there.
I think it's mid-competitive.
Black Montana's someone else, but better than Tech 3 Montana at the very least.
Yeah, definitely better than normal Montana. That's for sure.
Yep. Alright.
Those 18-inch guns,
base.
they hit like a truck.
Yep. Base Petro.
Yes.
That's the exact same. Base Petro is Shiptro. Yep. Base Petro, do not touch this. Do not go. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
100%.
You fix it.
Bro. This is the win. This is the pay to win. This is pay to win.
But pay to win, everyone. Tricked Petro. I actually want to argue competitive.
Arguably.
It is oddly tanky.
Whoa. Probably
it did get a range buff. It did get a gun range buff. It did get a gun range buff. It just keeps on getting more buffs.
That is true, Sam, yeah.
Honestly, I'll argue high niche. I'll argue high niche. But
I don't see it. It has no niche. It has no niche. It is just a pure damage farming. It is a shitty Stalingrad. That's all it is. It's a shitty Stalingrad.
Yes. Exactly.
Even when it's pimped out,
well, it's a worse Stalingrad damage output wise, but it's a better Stalingrad survivability wise.
Yes, it is very tanky. It is very tanky, and that's why the more I play it on my process count, the more I realize Kuznetsov is the best pick for it. Makarov is better pick for Kremlin. But that's a whole different other conversation. Sorry.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just not really.
Commanders.
Okay, so the
came out fucking phenomenal, man.
Yeah, Preußen.
Oh, Preußen.
I think this one is going to be a tough one because competitive. Okay.
Niche.
Yeah, competitive.
Because Schlieffen exists.
Schlieffen does not crowd out Preußen's niche.
God, I was going meta.
Schlieffen exists, so Preußen has to be lower. Plus, GK is also in competitive, so.
I'd say it's better than GK.
It's better than GK.
Yeah.
It's honestly worse than
meta.
GK just because it can only brawl and that's it.
No, Preußen can snipe.
When I look into BBs, I look into versatility more than anything else. And Preußen lacks that.
Preußen can snipe.
But Preußen,
I'd say
Preußen can't really snipe, and remember you're with 16-inch guns that... Honestly,
yeah, Preußen is... Well, Preußen is tankier than Montana. Doesn't mean it's better. If you had a better shot, Montana will beat it.
But that hull is gigantic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a. I guess GK.
It's not meta because it gets farmed out way too easily.
Voices-
Obviously, obviously
not
not meta. Obviously not meta.
Not meta.
Okay.
Not,
Okay, I'll agree with
definitely
that. I'll
not
agree with
meta.
that.
It gets
It's high
farmed out
competitive.
If you get a person into Asia, it's fuck.
No, oh come on. If you go into Asia, basically none of this applies.
Like even
Basically, none of this
I would
applies
argue
to
Poison
Asia,
isn't that
Yeah,
great.
no, this doesn't apply. Come on, I saw freaking Conquerors
Nah,
being meta
Poison
over
can't
on
get into meta.
No.
Poison can't get into meta at all.
No. Okay, so high
No,
high
it can't.
competitive.
It just
High
cannot.
competitive. Yeah, no, in NA and EU,
Not even
though,
high
it's,
competitive.
yeah,
It's high competitive.
it's high competitive because it's
It is
just
high
super
competitive,
tanky.
high
It's
Then
super
why do we put
replayable.
GK then?
Just
GK's
competitive.
low
It's just
competitive.
competitive. It's just competitive. It's not.
If Poison can get into high
GK!
competitive, GK can get into meta.
Nah,
GK is
bro.
not better than
Nah, that's a bad take. That's a bad take. That's a bad
Nah,
take.
bro.
That's a bad take.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
That's a
Don't rank Poison
bad
too
take.
high,
That's a
man.
bad take. Let's talk about a cruiser again because Prussian high competitive is fine for me. Puerto Rico.
Nah.
Yeah, Persian is definitely high competitive.
PR?
Puerto Rico.
Competitive?
PR.
What
Competitive.
do you
Yeah.
do?
It's just good. It's just good.
Competitive for sure.
Yeah, good amount of
But
support, good amount of
do bear in
guns,
mind
good
his
amount. Yeah.
Kind of
good.
crap dispersion.
Except the crap dispersion doesn't matter
Okay,
because
so
you just
it-
have enough guns. Like
You-
it's
and you have
You
precise
have
in the
enough
comments,
shit you
but
can throw at
so
the walls, and the
it
DPM
kind
is high
of mitigates
enough
itself.
because
yeah. No, it's shotgun. It's shotgun.
Ragnar? Oh god, Ragnar.
Like he's just like
Almighty
skipping it. He's
Ragnar.
like, I'm losing this fight, Ragnar.
Almighty Ragnar. I still prefer Druid anyways.
I'd actually argue Ragnar is niche.
Yeah,
It's,
Ragnar's
you
niche.
you have
Actually,
to
wait.
know.
Ragnar's actually niche.
Wait, I'm trying to think about this right now.
Yeah, it has
Because
a
I know-
lot of
because I know-
potential.
because I-
and Friesland at tier 9.
It has a lot of
Having
potential.
I know it's-
smoke and iffy evasion at best, it holds it back. It's a
Yeah.
farming ship with anti-aircraft, and that's basically it.
It is very much a farming ship. I would not deny that. It is very much a
Yeah.
farming ship. It's just,
But
I love it.
even though it's like yes,
I think the radar pushes it into low competitive.
I think it's low.
you only have
competitive.
one charge.
I can argue.
You
I
only
can
have
agree with
one
that.
charge.
I would think it's.
You
I don't
need
think I would put it
something
high.
for that
At its
as a
at its
commander.
at its max as a low
What's up,
competitive.
boy?
At its max when you're pushing it to its max.
And even though it has 11 km range, but that is actually misleading because that arc at 11 km is horrendous.
Are you missing with those guns at 11 kilometers? Is that what you're implying?
Like if you're farming a BB,
Yeah, it's like, dude, I can hit those.
is-
Are you
Yeah, that's
implying that
fine.
you're missing with Ragnar's guns at 11 kilometers on battle?
Those-
Is
those
that
are
what you're
easy.
implying?
No.
Is that what you're implying at 11
BB
kilometers? You're missing.
no.
Wait a minute.
If
Hold
you're trying to
Wait a
red,
minute.
red. No, I mean if you're trying to shoot a DD at that kind of range, you
It is a little hard. Yeah, that's true. DDs are a little
But
hard.
you
A
farm
little harder.
BBs, no problem at all.
Well, in all
Yeah.
fairness, trying to shoot a DD at 11 kilometers is going to be hard in a lot of ships.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem. That's
Every
what I'm
ship.
kind of saying.
I'd
that
say it's
11
niche.
range is kind of misleading.
Yeah, it's just
So,
because you don't have
I'm
torps.
putting it in niche.
Yeah, it is the definition of niche in that situation because you have to be good at gunboats. You have to have a lot of things going for you, and if you get into a high DD game, there's a lot better ships you'd rather bring, and there's a lot of money on that. So
Although I have this kind of issue with I have this issue with Ragnar. I personally find it a little too easy to play half the time.
that's also you.
I find it a
Ragnar's
little
main
too
issue
easy.
is being
Red,
pushed.
that's NA in a nutshell.
Yeah,
I'd rather play
If a cruiser
Druid.
pushes
Easy
into Ragnar,
mode.
it can do
Easy
nothing
mode.
but run away.
Republic.
Republic.
I'd just say competitive. It's just good, solid one.
High competitive.
Yeah, it's high competitive. Yep.
But if you don't have like the master reloader, it can kind of suck because you lose out a lot of the DPM.
Yeah.
Also
it's-
APCS.
I would argue
Yeah,
low
and
meta,
then-
even though Black Republic is.
I think Black Republic
It just-
pushes it
you
right
can't
out.
go
It
into
pushes
meta
it
because
right
the
out.
dispersion is kind of
Well,
bad.
Black
Great.
Republic is better.
Yeah, Black Republic is straight up better. Straight up better.
Yeah, Black Repub is it's basically an
Still
upgrade.
I
Alright,
still put
everyone.
the BPM on it. It is nutty.
New kid on the block, San Martin.
Martin.
San
Low
Martin.
competitive.
It's gonna be competitive.
Put
It's
it in
niche.
competitive. Put it in competitive.
Low
Just
competitive.
put in competitive for now because apart
I
from
want
these,
to. I
we
want
don't
to.
know
I want to
anything
see the
about
shit.
it.
I want to play myself to really see it. But from what I've seen, it looks like a low competitive ship. From what I've seen.
Granddad, what's your opinion on it? I know you played
Based
it.
on my very limited play experience of this, I would say it's in competitive. I've only
Romy?
played, I think,
Oh,
5 to 7 games. So
Okay, Hiromi. He's here.
Dead, bro.
He's dead. He's dead.
Dinner.
He's dead.
Hiromi, are you dead?
Yep, Hiromi's dead.
Then
All
it's
right,
time for
so
him, I guess.
in my opinion, San Martin does not escape niche.
See, I don't see.
I see where everyone's coming. I really do. I do. But the problem is if you run into a mildly heavy BB game, the requirements from the player to have a good game, even with the amount of health you get from the San Martin, the amount of firepower that can bring on that game, good lord, this is the definition of a harder Minotaur with no, it's, God, how do I say it? It is hard. Yeah, there's not a...
It's not as good as Minotaur. It's not as good as Minotaur.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
But
it requires.
But I still think it has a lot of. It still has the potential. If that makes sense, it still has.
It has it, but that's the problem. Is you are really making it work, and that just fits more in.
I don't know. I feel like if you put enough time into the ship, this ship could become a monster. If you put enough time into it, I think at least.
I can agree with that, and that just pushes it more niche, in my opinion. Like, I love the ship. I'm going to get it. I absolutely am going to get it on my main account because I do enjoy it. But I just don't see it leaving niche. And that's not a bad thing, once again. It's just... you know what I also see? A tricked San Martin. That could go into competitive. An actual, honest-to-God, good commander for it could be nuts. A Swirsky mixed with Beatty, almost like basically more heals, more APCS, more radar, or even getting the radar back.
It's a misconception with Beatty.
That's totally
sorry.
Everyone makes that misconception. I don't know why.
Beatty is a strike.
But no, if you give San Martin APCS, you give it just better heals, an additional radar, and or getting the radar back faster, the San Martin definitely can pull into easy competitive, if not borderline meta. It is. It just
I don't know.
something.
I want to try myself because I want to make a final judgment on it, but I really think it has a lot of potential going for it. I think it does.
It does. I absolutely agree with you. It's just the more I've played it on NA and on EU, I just can't bring it out of niche in my mind. It's just.
I just have one question. Aside from the Atlantico commander, who else do we have for Pan American commander?
That's where I was thinking.
There's like three or two regular commanders, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. I think it's
jokes on you guys. I got all the commanders possible for the Pan Americans. Jokes on you.
I think the San Martin's in a perfect position that a tripped San Martin next year will go right into competitive, if not borderline meta. Like the right skills.
Well, we never know, so let's wait.
Yep, exactly.
Like I said, I think once it comes out, we'll see what happens. But I think it has potential. I think at least.
Oh yeah.
So now competitive potential, but niche.
Yeah, I think it fits perfectly in niche right now, and that's not a bad situation. Not a bad situation to be. I want.
Okay.
Schlieffen, I think right in niche.
Yes. Everyone's
right
favorite
niche.
High competitive. High competitive. High
niche. It is niche.
It is niche. It's some games are going to be 20K.
Can go into competitive. Schlieffen can go into competitive as well.
No.
It's basically Poison on crack.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised coming this from an Asia player. You tend to. I'm actually quite impressed.
In EU, oh my god, that.
Oh my god, dude, play anything in EU. Oh my god, let's quickly alter this view for EU. Let's see, we got Holland goes higher, Hindenburg goes higher, Kremlin goes higher, Mecklenburg goes higher.
Like everything goes higher. But
yeah, I was like, no.
If it's NA, it's still gonna be higher than Poison.
God, no.
So,
Schlieffen has that evasion edge that Person doesn't. It has concealment and it has agility.
It does, but it gets dumpstered.
Yes.
And once you spot them, they're probably in your secondary range, and they are basically doomed.
I agree. I agree with you. And it takes way too much damage, and then let alone if you get spotted like Zhao, it's just you're dead. Like you lose all that evasion, and it's just it's gotta. And by the way, once again, I will say if you get into a good game without CVs, without too many DDs, good lord, Schlieffen's meta goes right to meta. Like it is incredibly powerful. You will do 160k damage. It's super easy.
Schlieffen is half a bot.
Yeah, I know.
Amazing. That's it. That makes it even more OP because the bots are broken. What you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you,
competitive, man.
But actually, I'm gonna do exactly what Granddad actually once told me recently: is just move non-horizontally, and all of a sudden, all of your auto secondaries miss. So you simply go after or run away from it.
Even if the secondaries don't work, you still have the manual ones.
I know, but the Schlieffen is busted.
Bro, the Schlieffen. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. Schlieffen has to be one of the greatest hunters for battleships, just from a secondary perspective.
I can't disagree with you guys. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying is that you're gonna have games that are 20k and you're gonna have games that are 160k. It's not consistent.
It will be higher in higher in GK, but I don't think it can step into meta.
I think Schlieffen is
Sly, I have 100. Sly, I have 100 and.
Low competitive for me. Schlieffen is.
Sly, I'm a non-battleship player and I have 102k average, so clearly it's consistent. It's consistently doing over 100k
it's consistent. It's more consistent than you thought.
Schlieffen improves much more than any battleship if you get really good at it, because then you learn how to actually push.
Okay, I did 163,000 damage in 4 minutes, but I pushed a little bit too hard and I died. And it was
also,
all
Steve, don't say you're not a battleship main. You are like,
He is secretly a battleship player. He is secretly a battleship.
Yeah,
Schlieffen has a niche, but she has so much potential within that niche.
The potential damage of Schlieffen is crazy.
Okay, hold on. So I have a question now. If you're talking to a player who, let's say, is pretty good at the game, but doesn't have GK or Schlieffen, which one are you recommending?
GK.
Schlieffen for fun.
GK all day.
No, I'm saying Schlieffen for fun. You're gonna have way more fun in Schlieffen.
If you like sniping, I'll honestly say GK. But if he can go buck nutty and just push, Schlieffen.
To win is GK. To have fun, it's Schlieffen.
Yeah, that's where I just go with the niche. It's just it is the epitome of niche.
GK, but Schlieffen does require hands.
Okay, so can we do a dock Schlieffen and then a tricked out Schlieffen?
Like GK is easier, but Schlieffen
the reason I'm
rewards
asking
more.
this is because I don't have GK or Schlieffen, and I think I have Bismarck, but I want to know which one I should get, and I don't want to waste my time grinding one of them. I'd really just have
for
fun.
you probably wouldn't say
consistent at all times.
No, it's
Schlieffen occasionally work.
I think for Matt, I think I would definitely say.
But when it works like a monster.
Oh yeah, for Matt, I would say Schlieffen all goddamn.
Yeah, Schlieffen for sure.
Yeah, Schlieffen all day.
GK though is just way more consistent. I can get 70, 80k on Schlieffen every day.
That's kind of why.
You have space cam with GK and even grinded it? Oh,
yep,
okay.
you grind GK then.
Yeah, you grind GK. You grind
GK. Shut up.
Right now.
Alright, perfect.
I have 86k average in GK and 100 in Schlieffen, so I mean they're both consistent, but it just depends. I mean, I'm just going off of capabilities of ships, like you said, and I think capabilities of ships...
Yeah, I know, that's where I'm like, the thing is from my experience, especially going against them and also playing my own, they are very just everywhere on Schlieffen, where GK, I almost always see them do about, 50, 60k. You kind of just see the average and like that, but Schlieffen, you see some that are just wrecking balls to the team. And then other ones that are just, they're dead.
Man. Some people in Schlieffen do not know what they're doing. Some people in Schlieffen do
and that's
not
why
know
I was like, I think it's the king of niche battleships in general. I think it is. It does a great job.
Point out that we've been ranking difficult ships like Minotaur highly because players with hands make them work.
Yeah.
So I don't see why Schlieffen shouldn't get the same treatment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Move
there's
Schlieffen
another
higher,
ship.
man.
God damn you, Granddad, for using logic. We're 4 hours into this stream.
I was going to use that.
So where would you put it? Where would you put it,
Granddad? Competitive.
Granddad, where would you put Schlieffen? You're using some
big brain logic.
As far as North America server is concerned, I can see it fitting into competitive.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of.
But okay, so if you move over to Ace, which is more campy, does it move down to niche or playable?
I have not played it on Asia server.
That'll go down to niche because in Asia I smash Schlieffens for breakfast.
Yeah, it was like it's just such a thing. Okay, so Vastable.
I don't know why you're playing that ship in Asia.
Oh, bro, how do we go from one enjoyable ship to one of the worst tier
It's the Vastapoo.
Yeah, it's the Vastapoo, bro.
The Vastapoo.
Yeah,
you would want
needs fixing. No.
Needs fixing.
Barely playable. Oh god.
This is an identity crisis in a ship.
If you give it playable, that's actually a compliment to
Is
Sebastopol.
this a BB? Is this a cruiser? No, it's neither.
Give it the third
No, it's
heel, man.
a Goliath.
It has all the fundamental problems from the Russian heavy cruisers without giving anything back.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, why?
Needs fixing then.
Like, cool, I have a
Morning,
super
Vulture.
heel.
Welcome to the fun.
Third super heel.
Like, cool, I have a super heel. I have a super heel. I can survive. What am I gonna do when I'm surviving? Like, what am I doing when I'm alive?
Third super heel, and then it just tanks 100k.
Okay, Fukushima. Okay, let's like pick this up, guys. We've been streaming.
Okay, this is a weird one. This is a weird one.
I say niche.
Competitive.
It is so inconsistent on what it does. If you don't
But
get a
Incom's is
Citadel,
better. But Incom's is better.
Borderline competitive.
It's competitive.
I don't know why,
could
but Shikishima guns tends to cap their own postal code.
I would say niche.
It's like really feel inaccurate.
Shikishima
just
guns.
inconsistent.
Niche, borderline competitive.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Borderline competitive in Asia, but it's like high niche in NA.
Yeah.
Shikishima can exclusively hit battleships.
I don't know why, but man, that dispersion sucks.
The dispersion is sus. It almost feels like a Magi dispersion.
Oh yeah.
Like for IG and BB standards, that dispersion is
fair
garbage.
enough. I have mine tricked out, so I guess I can't.
It's not even a side three at this point.
Mine's completely tricked.
Okay, everyone. I think we might actually have a string of ships that I can go through really quickly. Okay, are we ready for this one?
Yep.
Yeah. No. Steve's here for the thesis on Shimakaze. What you mean?
Oh yeah, but
Okay, no. Shimakaze is going playable because we have black Shimakaze.
No, it's not. No.
Actually, no.
One more for Shimakaze, and then you can go on your rant.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I was like, please.
Well, no, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop this.
Can we just go? Can we just go, please, dear Lord?
Feel the same pain as the cranium ship.
I'm at it again.
It's a low niche Shima for the average, for most people.
Yeah.
No, okay, but we're saying capabilities of shit. That's the same.
We're saying capabilities of ships that
True,
all
this is true.
competitive or
But
like
in
meta, because
if you
all
went
play
hands,
insanely well.
Shima can go into
No,
competitive.
we don't talk. But we talk about capabilities. Yeah, that's right.
For the
that's right.
majority,
This is what
niche.
I want.
We're talking about capabilities.
Yeah,
Shimakaze has very high potential damage output, but she can also be hard countered by so many ships.
This is what I wanted.
Exactly.
Also, I was just saying that I wanted Black Shimmer and competitive. And
I actually am okay with Black Shimmer competitive. I'm okay with that.
Black Shim is competitive.
I can see. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with
Okay,
that.
yeah, I could agree with that. I could agree with that. No.
With
Yeah,
Black
but
Shimmer,
Black
you
Shimmer
can
high.
knife fight. You can
Black
easily
Shimmer is
knife fight
competitive,
every single
normal
random
Shimmer
player.
is, I think, maybe low niche.
Niche.
YOLO.
Black Shimmer solves a lot of problems with being able to defend
But
yourself.
Black Shima has to go higher.
Okay.
I have 80k average in normal Shimmer. Like, it's an insane shit. You can okay, if Montana does not have a camo, the historical camo, you can one-shot it. Without torpedo reduction. Like, you can one-shot Repub, you can one-shot, Borgania, you can one-shot, like, a bunch of battleships. That's fucking OP.
But
like,
as a Bragon,
it can
Bragon is
stuff
0
that.
health.
Okay, yeah, but you can one-shot Repub. You can almost even one-shot GK because it's lack of reduction on torpedo damage.
She gets
Yeah,
0
no,
DDR.
I can agree with that, especially with the guns. Black Shimakaze does move out of niche. It can be useful. Shimakaze is the definition of niche. It's the definition.
If you put
And
Makawa,
I agree with that.
If you put Makawa on Black Shimmer, you get 3 fuel smokes.
That's insane.
So you get 3 smokes in Shimmer now. That's way better.
Yeah.
And their fuel smokes too.
Remember,
And their
Tech
fuel
Shimon is
smoke.
1 smoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I go? Can I speed around everyone?
Yeah.
Go.
turn up the Gatling cannon, everyone. Slava meta, easy, done.
Meta.
It's just it's gonna output everything. It is.
Nah.
No, I'm ignoring. Yep.
It is.
Wait. Hold up, everyone. Oh, did someone just kick him? Did someone just kick him?
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Don't look at me. That wasn't
me.
That
I
wasn't
love
me.
you.
Meta? Clearly, they haven't played the game long enough.
No. Okay, so in the general.
Matt played the game long enough. Matt hasn't played the game long enough.
Yep.
Slava
Fly
is
stay with
good,
me. I know,
but
right?
it's only good at sniping, and that's it.
Yeah, no.
It's
Slava,
the meta.
but Slava is so good at what it does.
Slava's
It just doesn't.
too good at everything.
It's just too good. It's just too good.
I know, but if
It's a glass cannon. It's a glass cannon.
Okay, hold on. Let's hear my mount. Go ahead.
I was trying to go for a fast time.
Even though Slava is accurate, you're stuck with only 9 guns. And not 9 18-inch guns. You're stuck with 9 16-inch guns. If you look at Montana, it's 12.
That's still be a biased penetration.
Okay, look.
Mime's opinions are invalid. JJT, thank you.
But the alpha is so
we are in World of Warcraft.
for a ship that's
I
such
got
accurate.
13 hit by a
Like, I'd
Slava
rather
in
play a Yamato than this thing.
No,
That's personal preference. That's personal preference.
Hold on. Why?
Yeah, no, Slava,
Yamato
no.
is just way consistent.
Mime.
Always win. Yamato let war
Mime, no.
Yamato.
We're moving on.
Yamato is less consistent.
We're moving on.
Even though you fit a macro I don't think Slaven can make it into meta.
This is
what
I
mean. You're wrong. You're wrong. Oh my god.
Okay, mine is invalid.
Yeah, mine's invalidated.
Slava is top 2 battleship.
Oh my god.
Slava is top 2
Hello,
Lot of
yelling
these?
about why Slava is
Like, even though it can
meta.
snipe like a monster.
It can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's rigged. Alright, perfect.
Okay, is because it can resist the damage, but Slava cannot.
Oh my god.
But it doesn't matter because you're so far back in battle.
It does.
It does.
I'm gonna start doing it. I'm just gonna.
When I was in my Yamato.
Should I just go ham? On this one?
Just go ham.
Just go ham. Awesome. Smallland meta because it's just a better Holland overall. It just clearly is. Smalllands. Do I need to question anything? It's meta.
It's better Holland. It's better Holland.
It's a Smalllands.
Wait a minute.
I screwed it up there. No,
bro.
No. Smalllands is meta. It's too easy. Its floor is too high. Somer's competitive because, dear lord, the shitload of torps and the good guns and the amount of good smoke and everything that it does is good. It's good.
I think this next one's gonna be a long one.
Oh, here you go again.
So,
you want to stay your case, Glad?
No, I'm gonna say my place. No, Glad. I'm gonna back Glad up. No, Stalingrad is low meta. Stalingrad is low meta because it is a more consistent Moskva. But this is the main case, is do you want support or do you want more damage? That is the difference between the Moskva and Stalingrad. That is the only difference between those two. Else, both of them fundamentally do the exact same thing.
No, there's another difference. In Moskva, like, it actually brings a slight factor of fear to me when I'm in a destroyer. I have absolutely zero fear of a Stalingrad. Moskva's quicker reload, makes me actually feel it, and it's just as accurate. It feels like it pins me way better than a
because it's smaller caliber, so it's gonna full pin
exactly,
you.
There you go.
That's true. The thousand trunk, yeah, that's true.
The Moskva feels way more dangerous. Like when I'm in a destroyer, it's accurate and its shells coming fast, so it's hard to dodge. And okay, even in like competitive for like War of the Waves, like you would see a Moskva, but I doubt you would see a Stalingrad because it eats shit to battleships, and with focus fire.
It kind of have the same problem as Kremlin, that especially that stern.
Okay,
you're one of the only people that actually ever bring that up, so I'm not even gonna take that invalid. I'm just gonna invalidate that.
Stalingrad, every time I play Stalingrad, I feel like my guns are getting stripped at least every other game, if not every single game.
Okay. Who was it earlier who said that the profile is just bigger on Stalingrad, and that's why you eat more shells? So it is harder to play versus good battleship players who can aim. And whenever you're in competitive, most of the time that's the majority.
Yeah,
exactly.
Smaller profile Moskva is just more worthwhile to survive with.
Mm-hmm. So you guys want to say Stalingrad potentially high competitive?
Nope.
No.
No.
All right, wait. Let's go through Matt.
Wait, where?
Let's do a poll. Matt, competitive or meta?
What?
Stalingrad.
No, competitive.
Competitive. Bellman.
Competitive.
Glad.
You know my position on this. It's meta.
Meta. Hiromi.
High competitive.
Light.
If Moskva's meta, then Stalingrad competitive seems fair.
Red.
Competitive.
Steve.
Competitive.
Granddad, I guess. He just unmuted it.
the case. Competitive from what I've seen.
9.
Competitive because
Okay.
you lose on the radar.
Okay. Yeah, I prefer the Mossville. I'll completely agree with it. But yeah, Stalingrad is still very good. It's still very
Even though you have
Radar is so nice.
All right, now
I like radar.
Imagine you push a Smolensk with the radar. Oh my goodness. Rest in
Yeah.
peace to Smolensk. Rest in peace to Smolensk.
Okay, Granddad, I'm going to just recover from me not knowing how to use the St. Vincent as well, which if you haven't, go check out his review on Reddit. St. Vincent goes right into competitive.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
we would
I
love
have
your
to-
thesis.
Just give a quick recap of what the deal is.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
There you go, Matt. Granddad. You go.
Very well. You have Yamato guns with a faster reload and better dispersion. You have best concealment of any tier 10 battleship, bar Incomparable, which nobody owns. You have the best acceleration of any tier 10 battleship, bar Incomparable, which nobody owns. You have the super heal gimmick. What keeps this ship in competitive and not meta is short range and an absolutely atrocious deck hitbox. This ship eats so much damage so quickly when it's under focused fire. So it does require a player who's able to use their evasion, specifically the acceleration, to avoid dying instantly. Of course, if you avoid dying instantly, then you're able to access 100% of your potential hit point pool because you only need 2 repair kits rather than 3 or 4. So, very nice ship. If you've got hands, it's a damage output monster. The deck hitbox keeps it in competitive.
Yeah, it just takes so much goddamn damage. You have to know how to use concealment. Once again, actually, Granddad, maybe I'll join you in with Matt. Matt and I are going to do a concealment talk after I get back from Scotland on that. And I think St. Vincent's a great time to actually talk about.
Are you going to Scotland again?
Yes, I am.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we love Scotch. Sorry. Okay, my bad. Don't look at my liquor cabinet.
When though? Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. But yeah, no, I agree. I think St. Vincent, I was undervaluing it. I think that people undervalue the comfortability of its HE. I know a bunch of people will say it's got to be AP all the time. I agree. But for people who do not have the great aim that requires the AP, HE is really usable. It really is convenient at match range.
I'm going to slightly object to this point.
Okay.
If you have bad aim and you're hitting belt armor with AP, shooting HE isn't really going to help because you're going to be hitting belt, except now you do less damage on your half pens, and you have your fire chance dramatically reduced as well. I would only use HE in this against destroyers, or if something like Kerr First burns damage control in front of you. That's it. Otherwise, the armor piercing is just so consistent.
Well, you heard the man said, right?
Yeah, no, that's just my personal opinion, and Granddad's a way better player than me, so yeah, no.
I've got a question. So, hitting, I did not know this. Hitting the side of a ship instead of the superstructure of the ship actually dramatically changes your fire chance?
Yes, it cuts it in
Yeah, it
half.
does.
Yeah, there's something called risk of fire.
Yeah, risk of fire. Yeah.
I did not realize that. Okay.
I did not know that.
So
either.
that might be a
I didn't
reason
know
why
that.
my Colbert gets crap fires.
That's
explain that.
That's
That fire chance got cut in half or something.
Yeah,
I'd explain
Like
that
my
fire
territory right there.
We
Yeah,
never
so-
even
come
one
on, come on, man.
chance.
Bring out the ESD. We need it.
Another thing I'd like to mention about St. Vincent's hitbox, I was shooting at it with like Harugimo one day, and I was like, wait, why are my shells registering like it's about as high as the smokestack? But
Okay, hold on.
way above
So, do you think that because CVs drop on the deck instead of the side of the ship, that's one reason why they're so OP and how they get so many fires? Or is it just because the bombs are just ridiculous?
It's always going to hit the deck.
Well, first that.
Hitting deck
and then
definitely
it always
helps,
hit the
but
deck.
the bomb does that.
So
In Midway has what,
the CVs
65% fire chance?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm just gonna Thunderer, especially after the recent. stuff
It is
we
a
talked
travesty that you ranked this equally to St. Vincent before.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Oh my god.
Regular Thunderer, playable.
It's niche.
Low niche.
No, regular Thunderer, I'm putting playable.
And
Regular
then
Thunderer,
Tricked.
it's a Conqueror, but you don't have burst
Trick
DPM.
is meta.
Yeah, that's true. And then Trick Thunderer is niche.
High niche.
Yeah, high niche,
But
high
it's
niche.
still-
Trick
It
fits in
can't
for
go
niche.
into competitive.
Yeah, it definitely could bleed into competitive. But
Man, that
no.
the problem with Thunder
That's
is
sound.
the shells
Anyone
are
else hearing
giga
that?
slow. Even though you have good dispersion, you have the shells travel so slow they have time to disperse.
Yeah, it's just I think
Fires,
I like Trick Thunder.
Fires are crazy on that thing.
Thunderer takes
I've
so long to
outside-
kill things, which is a serious issue. You need those fires, and first you have to set your initial fires, then you have to wait for Damacon, then you have to get lucky a second time to set more. And in that time, another battleship like St. Vincent would have just dealt, 40k with armor-piercing shells alone.
Yeah.
One-on-one
kind of
in a sniping match, I've beaten a Yamato in a Thunderer consistently.
Yeah, that's more.
Thunderer can be hyper annoying, but it can get shut down if the match is moving fast because it takes too long to kill things.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yes. But it also is funny
Plus
when the DD
plus
decides
that
to try and
hitbox though, that hitbox is atrocious.
I think I'm gonna head out. I am exhausted.
Yeah, so
from
I know
trying to do
we're
this.
almost done. We're almost done. Let's keep on going. Come on, man.
I'm gonna
Come
go
on.
do some more
Come on.
Just chillax with that.
Venezia we have right here. I think I'm just gonna say is playable. Unfortunately, I think it's been kind of pushed out in the tier 10 meta as a DD killer via better ships. I think it just goes into playable. In my opinion, though, Tricked goes into niche, and the reason it escapes it is now it can dodge shells. And I mean dodge shells like almost Colbert can dodge shells. It's oddly good, not perfect, but low niche. And it seems like everyone's okay with that.
I would argue normal Venezia.
Normal Venezia? Okay, what do you say? Normal Venezia goes in niche?
Yeah.
I could see that. But
mid to high niche.
yeah, they're both. I thought the Trick did a lot more, especially with Luigi. I think Luigi definitely is a better thing that makes it more comfortable, but yeah, I think
everyone's zonked.
Yeah, I think everyone's zonked. Vermont.
Normal it's niche.
Low niche to high playable for the standard one.
Yeah,
No,
and then
it's
God
way
damn
better
it, that thing is
than
slow.
playable. It's way better than playable, I think.
It's
way better
niche.
than playable, but it's not. It's niche.
Like it can
Okay,
probably
the
go
main
when you
advantage
add
of
skill
Vermont
to
to
it,
it,
can't make through
when
niche.
you add skill to it, it is higher than that because even though it's every 29 to 30 seconds, those salvos hurt like hell.
What
You
we're
just
talking
got
about
this
in the trick one, not the standard
The
one.
trick one is nuts.
The trick
but
one can
niche-
Is anyone else hearing that?
be competitive, but then again, that's speed.
It's definitely competitive. Okay,
It's
Vermont
the
has
brick,
You
but
know
now
where
it's
you're positioning. It's
Vermont
Well,
has-
yes, but for beginners, that could be a huge problem.
Okay, well, we're not talking about beginners. If we're talking about
for
beginners,
beginners.
if
If you're in a Vermont, you go to the center of the map and you hit everything.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
All you do is go to the center, but yeah, that's kind of it.
Okay, but Vermont
Yeah.
has the best torpedo damage reduction in the game. It's like 46% reduction. That's
Yeah, it's
ridiculous.
best
Like,
TDR, but
in my
30 days is
Nakimov,
crazy.
like I do 800
then
damage
yes,
with my Nakimov torpedoes.
there's like
it's so
800
low.
damage for Nakimov because oh god, Nakimov's alpha is tragic.
And the
Oh,
problem is like everybody's torps do like no damage. I ran into like torp build Vermonts, like it's ridiculous. And then it has great AA as well. Like probably the best battleship AA.
It's
It's
basic-
small
Because
caliber
base
AA.
base one fits perfectly in niche because you're gonna have battles run away from you, and it's just you can't do anything. Where I think with Tricked, when you're actually working on it, you get a little additional range from the camo, and then let alone you have Ohlendorf. So basically, it doesn't matter if you're not in a game. If you slap once or twice, you're doing 60k easy. You're doing a shitload of damage with Ohlendorf.
I want to say Trick Vermont is high niche, borderline competitive.
I'd say borderline competitive.
Unlike in the CP game,
Yeah.
it will be in competitive because AA.
It's
Yeah.
got the best battleship AA. I'm
But
pretty
without
sure.
CP,
I really do think
it's
it
kind of
also
struggling
depends a lot
between
on
niche and
LA.
competitive.
It's still
If you get center control cage or domination cage or encounter, it's going to be a lot higher than something of like a smaller map.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
but then again, that is map dependent as well. So
yeah,
there's like too many uncontrollable factors for you to deal with.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of arguing between niche and competitive.
I think this
Like
is
other
messing
ships
with
like a Repub, it can work in any map. But like Vermont is it's kind of map dependent as well. Like if you Vermont an encounter, oh my god, have fun.
Right, in a CV, I don't even want to go for Vermont. Like has a factor. Like when I'm in a CV, I don't even want to go for it because it's just shit to go for. It's got great fire and flooding resistance, so like I can't even like get fires and floods on it. It's got great torpedo reduction. And it's got good AA, so it's gonna knock the planes out of the sky.
It's also got kind of that factor against cruiser. At least whenever I'm playing cruiser, I'm always very scared to
trick Vermont in
Okay,
competitive.
Pre-nerf
Competitive,
Vermont
very low competitive
is what made
because-
all cruisers all pre-nerf Vermont is what scared cruiser players. Vermont now it takes a very very good player to absolutely slap somebody. It can still happen, but it is a lot less likely.
Yeah, Belvin did 37,000.
It really needs it needs a big brain play behind.
It's only got what 8 shots, 10 shots per battle. So it's, you better make sure you're utilizing.
12.
And the other
Well,
thing
I'm
is, whenever they
going off
whenever
of
they,
a minute to get in battle. You know?
Salvos, probably like 14 or something.
Yeah, it's 14 max, but you're
when
only
you make
really
the
doing
reload
10.
longer for a battleship, it is way easier to dodge it because you know, okay, I only have to dodge one salvo, and then it's going to be okay.
Yeah,
The worst thing about Vermont is if the enemy managed to mitigate the damage, oh god, you lose out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When you shoot a GM and they all overpen on the
Trick
bow.
Vermont, I've done my highest damages ever. Like, by
You know, I thought this entire section was
It's
going to be really
really
quick,
funny.
and then it just didn't turn out to be really quick.
Like Vermont is a really controversial ship because the damage potential is high, but if you miss like one salvo, oh god, it goes down like
it's like missing a salvo in a FDR. It's like missing a whole load of drop torps.
It is
Yeah,
very.
that's just a mega skill issue.
Yeah,
that's a mega skill issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no. Steve. Daniel exists though. Daniel exists.
That's true. That's true. Alright, let's go on to the Worcester. The Worcester, we have a tricked version now, actually, since
Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. I think the regular Worcester, I think I agree with from our cruiser video. The regular Worcester goes right into competitive. It just brings so much to the table.
The toolbox.
Yep, and then
the toolbox.
Literally a toolbox.
And now put whatever camo you want on it. Maybe put Kincaid.
Yeah,
maybe
wait.
put Halsey.
Oh crap! I thought sonar.
Tricked version goes right into meta. It brings.
Oh yeah, because
way
then you
too
get that
much.
nice almost 13 kilometers of free range.
13 km range.
Yep,
Don't
just
forget
goes
the
out.
chain K on it, you get free radars.
Oh yeah. Now
The
Yamato.
arm is
Yeah,
absolutely
I think Musa can fit into meta. Like
Yeah,
the trick
Worcester.
one.
No, I think even in competitive, I think it's definitely good there. Definitely good there. So yeah, Yamato.
Okay, my
Meta.
time
Is
for
there
you to
question-
time.
Meta, straight to meta.
Yeah,
No
it's
question.
it's Yamato. It's Yamato.
Great guns.
Do we need to say anything?
Great
more?
armor. If you know how to use it.
Okay,
AA is
so
kind of meh, but that's a given.
Done.
the biggest thing with Yamato is it's very very good, but it also has a lot of counters because of fire and flood, and the back end is actually very very soft.
Well, yeah, but usually when you play Yamato, you position at least 10 km away. You rarely
Yeah,
roll
you're
anyway.
sniping. You're sniping. Though I do say someone has suggested moving
You're
the
kind of
leg
in the
mod
mid to long range
out of its
engagement.
position, so you can have
You
leg
either
mod and
outrange or
dispersion.
just out smash.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, Yamato. It's just Yamato. It's good. Yodo.
You can get the leg mode if you want, but bear in mind you have slower tertiary pass.
Well, no, I was thinking it should be in a different slot, and that way you can have dispersion and leg mod. That way you basically
Or
just
could,
lava.
or could add range to Yamato. That would be really fun.
As it, the Yamato
plus
needs.
5%, like plus
that's
5%.
black Yamato.
Doesn't need range. Doesn't need range.
That's just black Yamato. You
Because
need
it
to
would
just play
be
black
fun.
Yamato.
Yeah, just play
Yeah,
Yodo.
play black Yamato.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Yodo.
Yodo.
Mid niche. Niche is where Yodo belongs.
I'm gonna
It's
say
a
I'm gonna
comfy
agree with
ship.
that.
It's a comfy ship, but
it's a comfy
competitive is
ship.
kind of meh.
It's niche, and the idea is that certain games you're going to do incredibly well,
It
and
can
other
be
games you're going to
annoying
do
to deal with,
okay.
though.
Yeah,
it can be annoying to deal with. If they get to chill at the back of the map with their HE and you're in a battleship, bro, that thing is ridiculously annoying.
Yeah.
No, Yodo is just a very good niche ship. It does what it does and does it well.
It's just
but it's not anything it's not a playable ship, but it's not really a competitive ship either.
Its niche is literally sitting at max range and just setting everything on fire and setting everything on flows of torps. That's pretty much what it is.
It's got a niche and it does it well. Is it
Zhao on track?
Is it Zhao? Not really. Zhao is a lot more firepower.
Well, at least in the Yodo, you feel like you can get an honorary clear skies in the Yodo.
Yeah.
You can actually shoot some planes down.
Yeah. Yoshino.
No way. Okay. Like I'm playing a shot. I got a triple sleeve in with a Malta. You gotta be kidding me. Why do I have to get a Malta in this game?
Alright. Yoshino. We got people that are already playing games. Yoshino, as much as I love the range mod to it, that wasn't the fix for it, and it's still playable. It's still playable.
You never see it.
Okay, what does Yoshino bring to the table?
Longest
good
range.
It's
a
longest
long range HE that's okay. The AP surprisingly can slap, but occasionally
it can also get slapped.
Torpedoes
get slapped.
Semi-Roma treatment.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can see it in niche. I honestly see it in niche, but lower than Yodo because it can be farmed.
It's unfortunately Yodo's way more consistent, and Zhao has way more firepower to it. Yoshi, it just doesn't really quite have a position in the meta, but it
can be
a lot of damage
for like heavy cruisers though.
Yeah, that's just trying to make it work instead of.
But then again, they can farm you.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'd rather
it's not great in this.
It's a serious problem for bad dispersion battleships.
Not particularly
like
great, but if you make it work, congratulations.
Yeah, I enjoy it, but at the same time, I'm making it work. It's not.
Well, we have to give red to these. Oh god, look at all these DD coming up.
Well, okay, I actually Yu Yang competitive because it brings radar available. It's a gearing and it has pretty decent torpedoes. It's a pretty good competitive ship.
No means better than gearing. It's just not necessarily worse.
Gearing, remove the useless DFA and give it a radar. Nice.
Yep, pretty much. Z42.
Yeah, just go look with CV.
Z42. I'd actually argue niche.
Z42.
That's fine. I don't even care. I don't even care.
It's a fun time. Yeah, no, everyone's done by now. Everyone's just.
Well, no, it's just like.
And we haven't even gone 3 hours, guys. Like, come on, Hiromi and I did this for another hour and a half. You guys gotta get.
It's like,
I'm still here and I haven't drank anything, so I'm still have the brain power.
Oh, dude, I'm on way too much.
Let's have some brain power to spare, Hiromi.
After we finish this, like, we can organize what's the best ships in meta. Like,
no, dude, I'm going to bed. I have to go to work. Nope.
Okay.
No, you can do that for your own video because, of course, all these tier makers are for everyone. If you want to use them, you can.
Snap a screenshot and I'll do it with you.
Oh no, you guys can use these tier makers. I put it up on the chat. So, but no, Z42 is it's niche. It's a great DD killer. It's a great German DD killer. It's fun. It's got decent torpedoes. It's just not always gonna need to be in the battle.
Yeah, and your problem about Z42 is just that your HE is just abysmal.
Yeah, that's kind of
German. Well, it's German HE. That is kind of expected.
And then I'm gonna rectify this from the DD tier maker because a bunch of people gave me shit on this one. Z52 goes in niche. It goes in niche. It's a great DD hunter. It's not the best anymore. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
now
Tricked,
though, you now put, was it Spay, right?
Spay and leg mod.
Yeah, Spay and leg mod. This becomes really comfy, and I would argue it's a really good gearing. Basically, like it flips into competitive pretty well.
Has torpedoes and stealthy at the same time.
Yep, and the oddly good torpedo. Oddly good torpedo.
Last year you guys put it in meta, and then
matching the great guns as well. Oh my god, that could be amazing.
To us learning over the time.
Zhao. How does
All right,
next to Yoshino.
So actually, I'm not gonna lie. In the cruiser list, I think Tricked made sense, but for the overall, I don't think these are actually gonna change, depending on where they are. I think one would be low niche, one would be high niche.
Basically, both of them are.
Yeah, I think it made sense
Yeah.
more in the cruiser video where there's a bit of a difference, but in the regular overall meta, they're both just niche ships. Just one's more comfortable than the other.
I mean, it's nice to have very good concealment on that Zao, but like overall, while you're going to use Zao when you can literally play all the other ships that can actually hit you so hard.
Play Yodo, a lot more consistent
Zao
gameplay.
is like the Kremlin of battleships. You do it because it's hard.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Well, everyone, after 4 hours and 19 minutes and doing tier 7, now this. Oh god, we've been doing this forever. I think San Martin's definitely up for changing. I think San Martin's definitely up for changing. Maybe a tricked version might change it.
I was about to say, why San Martin is niche?
It's just very inconsistent in its games. Sometimes it's gonna be very strong, sometimes it's gonna. I'd rather pick a lot of other better ships at the top. I can see competitive. I can. Not right now. I wanna.
Yeah, I mean,
I wanna see
right
it.
now, same.
Well, also a lot of the CC main, a lot of the CCs are cruiser mains. So you have this problem of we're all going to be using it fairly better than most people. And yeah, it's now put in the general population. We got to see it, And I think niche fits it perfectly fine too. I don't think niche is a bad category. It's just sometimes it is a monster at certain games, but I've been in a 4BB game with it and it is dog crap. I'd rather play so many other ships. So many other ships than it.
Understandable. That does not have any HE to help.
Yeah.
I
It's a skill cannon, though. What?
I was watching a stream. It was on mute because I couldn't listen, but I was watching it. Why were you putting FDR in niche? Before, obviously, someone said something. That's my question.
Totally was messing with people.
Okay, but then
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You were 100% serious.
You said FDR cannot. You said FDR cannot carry a team. Why did you say that? That's my question.
Yeah, that is Gigasus.
Because I have 78% MVP rate in my FDR, so obviously you can carry.
I am so gonna clip this section and put Drax once again over it. Just nothing goes over my head.
You said in the past. You said in the past. I've heard you say this. Especially when FDO came out, you said that people said to you, I don't know who it was, that FDO cannot
Through
carry
IQ.
that way.
Through IQ and multiple super testers.
See, that's so stupid because FDO. Okay, I'll say this right now. FDO is the best ship in the game right now. There is no ship that rivals it. It's better than Okoye. Maybe not. It's time for Okoye and competitive if there was a competitive scene. But right now, FDO is the best ship. I don't know what's second, but probably Okoye.
Yeah,
but
probably
FDO is
Okoye.
just a superior ship.
Haku follows behind FDR.
People were saying like you can half health CVs. No, you can almost one shot CVs.
I'm not saying the FDR is okay.
Giga
So I say it can't carry in the general pop. In a top tier CV's hands, it's toxic borderline work run and such. I say that because the problem is you, Josh, and I want to say 2 other CV mains I have seen actually take the Roosevelt to the 100% skill cap, which is disgusting. It is horrifying. I have seen a lot more Hakuyu mains take that to 100% skill cap, and that is horrifying as well. So I don't really see that much of a difference, but I do see Roosevelt's missing their torpedoes and then having long reloads, preventing them from having an influence in the game consistently.
Yeah,
and
but,
that's where I come from, is that Roosevelts are much more punishing in terms of if they screw up versus or they screw up. They are punishing on either side. That's why I call it toxic. I don't really view it as top tier meta because
It's kind of like between Vermont and Montana, where one of them smashes like a truck but takes longer reload, while the other smashes more.
Yeah,
frequently.
there is this situation where in the overall randoms,
It's kind of similar, but
I actually think that's
honestly
actually
prefer
that's
Hawk.
perfect.
I
That's
prefer
actually
cycling
perfect.
strikes faster.
Yeah,
Okay, Okoye smashes DDs, FDO smashes cruisers and battleships. There's a difference. And that's way more toxic than Okoye. Like, You can dodge a battleship's not gonna dodge an FDO. And some cruisers are so small you can't just hit them with all your tools, but a battleship's just gonna get fucked by FDO, like realistically.
You're just gonna eat all the tops because you can't. How can you dodge?
FDO is a war crime. I'll say that. FDO, like I don't even play it that much because it is horrible what I do to people.
And Steve, I can agree with that. I can absolutely see where you're coming from. It's just that is one take, if not 4 takes, that I will say that actually I go, yeah, Roosevelt needs to get nerfed. But the general pop just cannot take it to that extreme. It cannot. And I know we're talking about capabilities of the ship. The problem is I don't even think we should be taking in the 1% of 1% of players in that situation. Because if we take the 1% of 1%, there's plenty of ships we can remove. Because then there's a lot of ships that suck.
If someone who's dumb, all right, I'm gonna say dumb, not a good player, can do 100k in it, it's I'm talking like 100k alpha, like pure damage,
small ones,
not
It's
fires,
just,
not floods, no nothing.
Yeah, not fires, not floods.
It's war crime.
It is.
Like if we're talking about the top 1%,
it kind of is.
Like
if there's one ship that
yeah, if we're talking 1% 1%, Black Republic sits right up there. Buffalo sits right up there. Like it's just
without fire and without flood. That's how broken it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And any of us can make like one of those ships competitive just because that's like.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It makes it war crime.
Okay, Midway.
Really
This one, Midway sucks at. Midway can maybe get the fires with the bombs, but it can't get the floods with the torps.
No,
FDO just triple fire, double fire every time with the bombs. And you got 16 torpedoes.
It's basically guaranteed DCP, and then you hold 10 seconds, strike with torpedoes.
It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous.
Okay. If you don't get a flood, Wargaming is literally trying to screw you. Because how many torpedoes do you get? Like 16?
16.
Yeah, it's insane. Okay.
It's happened before. It's happened.
Man, that's annoying.
Okay, everyone. Okay, Peanut Gallery, I love you guys. It's getting like 9:30 of my time. I've been streaming for 4.5 hours. I'm a little dead. I agree with you. It's a bit dead. Granddad, thank you for joining us. Mr. Mime, thank you for joining us. Go give Mr. Mime some love. Red Gaming some love. Hiromi some love. Which actually, Hiromi has another part of the premium series going up. Just God, Matt, thank you for joining again. Red, thank you for joining again. Go give him some love. We're on his channel. Granddad, thank you for your information. We definitely should do a collab again sometime. Anything else?
Sounds fun.
Oh
yeah, it was absolutely fun. I think we got it. I think we got it pretty well. I don't think there's really too many issues.
I'll say that
this
is one of the best. This is one of the best tier lists I think I've seen, like in accuracy wise.
I like it. Already, we'll see how the comments do. We'll see how the comments do. It might go. Yeah.
Well, mine says Slava's competitive, bro. Get out.
Bad taste. Okay.
Close to meta, but just no.
What? Incomparable as niche.
Okay, I'm gonna close things out, everyone. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna close things out here. Thank you all for joining tonight. Let me quickly close out that. But hopefully everyone had a good evening, enjoyed tonight's tier makers. It's been a blast. Thank you for all the love and support in making all this tier maker season happen. Hopefully, there's the music. I was wondering, I swear my music was messing up all night. Hopefully it wasn't too bad, and hopefully it doesn't go into the video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Thank you all for so much support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help out support the channel, and I'm getting close to 2,000, if not already there by the time this video goes live. And just thank you all for so much of the love and support in making this entire tier maker season an absolute blast, and for coming out tonight. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.